Folks, we have an incredible episode coming up right now with two of my favorites, JP McDade, of course, and Alyssa Limperis. But first, I want to let you know I'm on the road again, London. Our first show sold out on September 6th. We have added a show September 7th. Tickets for that are going fast. Go get your tickets. Dublin, those are almost sold out as well. That's September 12th. So London on the September 7th, Dublin September 12th. Get your tickets. Almost a month, a little over a month away. And then the rest of the tour is unfortunately sold out in the UK. But I am coming to America. And we are starting that tour off November 6th in Memphis, Tennessee. We have a whole bunch of other dates coming up throughout the South. Check out stavvy.biz for those. And, of course, I want to highlight Austin, Texas on November 22nd and Boston on December 13th. So we'll see you there. Stavvy.biz for all the tour dates. And without further ado, let's start the show. Opa! Welcome, everybody, to Stavvy's World. 904-800-STAV. Call in. We'll solve all your problems. We've got a power couch today. We're double Greeked up.
I can't even.
Alyssa Limperis.
The Opa, the background, the music. It's Sunday. Yeah, it feels so good.
Don't you feel powerful right now?
I do feel like we should. Yeah, it's a little bit like.
I have outnumbered myself. This was a mistake, I think.
We have two Greeks. We have our Albanian servant in the corner, shoving everything up, and then we have an out-of-place Irish man.
So we're trying to restore order to this chaotic environment.
Yeah, that's probably good.
That'll probably do it.
No, we don't need your fucking Catholic vibes fucking everything up.
Even this, like, is this a joke? Like, to me, I'm like, that's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Like, yeah. No, I know, because I do think this is over the top, but I'm also like, I would love to have a painting of the ocean.
Of course.
And like those corny, there's a window and drapes blowing in the painting.
Yes.
Of course.
I see that. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking
art.
Right.
My art. Right. I don't. Yeah.
I want to look at that and pretend I'm on the fucking beach.
That's right.
Yeah.
How about this? Growing up, I had a window in my basement that was beautiful curtains and not a window.
Not a window.
A fake out. It was a fake window.
Really?
Yeah, just for the aesthetic.
So it was just on the wall?
It was like
concrete. It was in the basement. So it was, full concrete. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Were those your chambers, or was that like a hangout room?
The hangout room. Okay. A finished basement.
Ping pong table.
We had a ping pong table that you could take off and become a pool table.
Oh,
legit.
It was the double.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
the convertible.
The convertible. Yeah.
That's fucking gold star suburban basement.
I was thinking, because I live in LA now, and I'm like, do you guys have basements here? Like, do you guys ever find yourself in a finished basement?
No, not here. No,
I miss
not
it.
In the city.
The basement is a complete. Like, I will say the two things. This came up recently because it's summertime. It was 4th of July. The things the suburbs crush New York on, without question, is 4th of July.
Absolutely.
It's the most suburbs holiday there possibly is. Big backyard, shitty grill you bought from Home Depot.
You can't walk around.
Bubba's Burgers. You know what I mean? Shitty burgers.
Lake House is a number one.
Well, guys, I got to tell you something crazy. Auntie Linda, if you're watching.
Yeah, Linda.
I was in Lake Winnipesaukee for 4th of July with Bubba's Burgers.
Yeah. You need Bubba's. You need burgers that come from a huge
Hawaiian rolls.
No, it's not a grocery.
A Stop and Shop that's huge. Or
I think you're going Sam's. I mean, I'm
going
never
Sam's
getting
stuff,
Bubba's
not
in a
Costco.
6-pack. I'm getting Bubba's for me only.
But Bubba's is the only thing that comes in bulk at a supermarket.
That's right.
You know, like that.
Right.
It's like they've made
Where
some kind of special arrangement.
Yes.
Where you get the styrofoam, explicitly non-biodegradable cooler from the top of the aisle.
Yes,
Load that up.
It's shit. So it crushes. Like 4th of July, they just shouldn't even do it in New York.
No,
It's like, don't even do fireworks.
No.
Show like in fact, double
feels
down.
Like Fallujah when the fireworks are going
it's
off.
scary.
In the
You're like,
city.
fuck.
It's not right.
It provides cover for a terrorist attack.
100%.
Like it provides cover. Like if all fireworks, you'd be like, oh, nothing, and then you find out, that was actually the Empire State Building. It was actually somebody fucking blew it up.
Yes.
And so then you're 100% right. We're like the finished basement.
It's just
the extra
sliding door,
chill on.
Sliding door to the finished basement.
Now hold on.
Yeah,
sliding
door.
I know what you mean.
Because the yard slopes.
Oh,
that's
there's
not.
An entrance,
that's okay.
That's the side
nice.
room. That's the den. The sliding door is for the den.
There's that as well.
The basement has to have its own entrance.
For me, the basement, in order to get out, again, we had the concrete window. You had to go up the bulkhead.
Yeah, I
you're
like
not
that
getting
too.
out,
I
or-
like that too.
Yeah.
Those weird fucked up doors
Exactly.
where you're like, what is going on? Am I battening down the hatches for
you're
a tornado?
emerging like the twister is gone, and now
Exactly.
Or you come in through the garage.
Sure.
That's a big one.
it makes a
Absolutely.
screeching noise.
And
It's
there's
really
it's
scary to go
cobwebs,
out of
always
that.
cobwebs.
It's made out of
Mice,
cobwebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there has to be the magic of the finished basement is that weird stairway where it's like you're coming into Narnia.
Exactly.
Where it's like they finished everything but the stair. For some reason, the stairway is still unfinished
It's
2x4s. Yes.
Nothing but
And then you go
splinters.
down, and then the second your feet hit carpet.
Your paradise. And of course, what a memory of just you hear footsteps and you know bagel bites are coming.
Yeah.
You hear footsteps and you know I'm getting an appetizer platter.
The Pavlovian footsteps.
Footsteps, you go, the mouth, exactly.
And those footsteps change. That's when you know you're becoming an adult.
Exactly.
Is when those footsteps start becoming a warning.
That's right.
Where it's like, okay, fuck, put away the, we have to throw away the boof. We're smoking weed down here. Throw away the beer. If you were cooler, stop fingering. We didn't do a lot of fingering in our basements, me and Eldest. But if you were cooler,
I wasn't fingering, but I will say that I didn't heed the warning once, and it led to I just remember driving to school the next day with my dad, stone cold silence the entire ride. And then as we're maybe a minute away from Catholic school, sometimes men don't have the best intentions. And I think that's all I remember. And then we never talked about it again. Yeah.
How old were you? What were we talking?
High school, got to be
Was this a
sophomore.
sneak-in situation?
No,
like
he
was not,
it was
he knew that
aware
the boy
he was there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Right.
But you held on to the grenade for too long.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dad came
you
down.
You got greedy. You heard
I got greedy.
You heard the creaking and you didn't.
And I didn't,
you kept going.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, pause the Dreamcast.
There
was no bases were being hit of any kind.
No, but you had you were the closest guy to a basement because beep that out. The mysterious and elusive Big P had a basement. But his was,
The entity
but we're
known as Big P.
But we're in shitty like Greektown townhouses.
Hey,
so that was more.
You watch your mouth. You were beautiful. You were beautiful Greektown.
The envy
There's
of
no-
all the city.
It wasn't the same as the suburban finished basement, but it was still the way his was set up was the closest we had to it. But you had you had the unfinished. You had the like.
You guys were playing dice in the basement.
That really what the unfinished basement really was like. You like chug quickly down there.
Yeah.
It's not a place for hanging out.
No.
I stored my couch in your remember?
Yeah.
I just stored a couch in your parents' basement for like 3 years.
That would have been a great basement for like a piece of shit kid I was too much of a loser.
yeah,
to
you
even,
were reading fucking Madame Bovary in your fucking
we
bedroom.
had like shitty couches down there. It was like rife for getting completely trashed, and
Absolutely.
no one would have cared or noticed. But
Totally.
I smoked weed down there once. I
Yeah.
drank down there like once or twice. It's pretty whack, but
Yeah.
It was like
You completely wasted the basement. Man.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit for that.
Well, what can you say?
But Straight George, another Greek member of the pod. He's a loose affiliate of the podcast. He came on tour with us. He's just my friend.
Okay.
He has no
Health
he's just
czar.
he was our health czar because he was fat as shit in college when we met, and now he's not. So I was
Okay.
like, those are the qualifications for working for me. He's like, can you just make sure I don't eat too many burgers? Can you just be somebody to guilt me? Because
Yes.
if me and Eldest are left to our own devices, it's gonna be tough.
Sure.
JP is he's Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm not
He's-
going to say no to these
He's like a
guys.
UN peacekeeper. He's just there to like write down the atrocities. Someone else will deal with them. He's not stopping them, right?
I'm not intervening.
No, he's not intervening.
I'm
He
an
can't-
observe and report guy.
Yeah, you're observing. You're observing
mall
for
security
Nuremberg later. You won't stop what's
You
happening.
know how like Target will let you shoplift until you reach like a misdemeanor amount? That's what I'm doing with
like if we started ordering
your
like
health
party
violations.
catering trays for ourselves, JP would be like, "All right, fellas, how about just a 24 each pack of wings instead of the jumbo pack?" But that's as much as he
step
gets.
in like a uncut gems and be like, I stopped the bet.
Yeah.
I stopped the delivery of the party sub to the back of the bus for just Stav and Eldest.
But George had he had a side room with the sliding door. We called it the WFR, the winter fuck room, because it had like it felt very winter. It was like dark wood. It was like,
Were you guys fucking in high school?
No, I was not.
Okay.
But I think he literally had one friend who like used it to fuck when his dad was away, and so it became the winter, and it was in winter, I think.
Right, and
it just became the winter.
That's all my high school friends. They say I have a girl on my phone, Lily Banana.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's like she probably one day had a banana for lunch, and now 20 years later, it's Lily. I don't even know her last name. She's one of my closest friends, Lily Banana. Yeah.
But he had that, and he had a basement.
God damn, he had the double.
He had the double, which was living in absolute luxury.
Right, it's almost too much.
Table,
life is going to be a sharp drop off.
Well, and then it got taken away. You know, I don't want to go too much into his family dynamic. I don't want to speak out of turn, but it's like, you know, it just. So, there were some changes happening, and we lost both of those spaces.
It seems like both seem like spaces that a stray uncle would find himself landing in when he falls on hard times.
Yeah. Oh, dude, absolutely. That's another place. I just lived in when he moved out of his father's house. I had an internship near there, and I just lived there for a summer. Like this is the kind of, and Greek, obviously Greek hospitality.
Of course,
suburban Greek hospitality is next level. I was eating his snacks. We had to have a talking to because I kept taking his spoons and eating yogurts in my car and just leaving. Like his dad had to ask me to bring back the silverware I was stealing, unbeknownst, just because I was having too many of his yogurts.
Oh, God.
This has been corroborated too. This is some deep lore.
See, that's great because I do feel like that was a man who said that, because like it's like the mother version is like, Stavros, I bought you 24 spoons. I bought you 100%. Spoons. You don't worry about it. 100%. You take a new one every day. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't charging me anything. Like it got to the point where I'm like, I'm living there for free. I'm eating a good amount of his snacks, right? Like it was never talked about, but he had such a bounty.
Sure.
That it was just like, he's one of those guys that, you know, when parents, it takes them 10 years to realize their children moved out. He was shopping like he still had two adolescent boys in the house,
right?
And they both moved out. So there's so many Costco treats.
And you were serving a purpose. For
and
them.
I was, you know, they're going to waste. And it got to the point where I was also costing him silverware. I think he was
right.
Like,
the silverware, the hardware. That that got you.
I think that was the final straw. But he was cool about it. He, you know, and now he likes to laugh about how the summer we were roommates. You know, now he likes to. Now it's fun. You know, it's a fond.
You were
memory.
like Parasite. You were just in the basement.
I kind of was, dude. I truly was, because I was broke as fuck at the time, and it was a really nice. They lived in some nice burbs.
Sure.
So I really felt like the guy hiding in the walls when I lived there, 100%. Yeah. So we're talking, and this is suburban Massachusetts, where we at?
Massachusetts, right on the border of Rhode Island. Lived with my grandparents. You had that.
Love that.
The add-on.
My grandma lived in. I shared a wall with my grandmother.
Yeah.
The Massachusetts.
We had the city poor version of what you're describing.
Okay.
You know, where it's like there's no addition. There's just my brothers share a room, and she gets her own room.
Yeah, right.
And but
it's
I literally shared.
It would have been funnier, if one of you shares the room with the grandma.
I'll tell you,
my cousin did.
I did too. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, you first.
Yeah.
My girl cousin, when she lived with us, shared the room.
JP Catholic, he's like, I've never hugged my grandparents. I didn't know. Oh my God.
She hit me with a shillelagh for approaching her.
It was a beautiful moment. So
were you like applying powders to your grandma's feet in the bedroom?
It was no. Okay, so my grandma passed away. Nice.
R.I.P. Sorry.
Yeah, nice. I really wish. Does that feel? Was
does
the
that feel
worth
good,
it?
man?
Yeah. I really wish I could have.
I'm just trying to paint a picture.
No, so my Yaya and Papu moved in. Yaya got sick. She passed away. My Papu was there, and when my Yaya passed away, was in the hospital. Woke up the next day, couldn't walk.
Couldn't walk?
I couldn't walk. I got a staph infection.
What?
From the hospital.
Whoa.
Couldn't walk. And then.
Was it possible she was haunting you? Is it possible she heard about what's going on in that basement too?
Was there some evil eye involved?
And the kid wasn't Greek?
Yeah. He was not. No, that man was not.
She was like,
Greek.
I'm shutting you down below the waist.
Also,
until you get a Greek boyfriend. This is my one
Polish,
wish I
you're
asked
gonna
of
learn.
God. When you get to heaven, he gives you one wish. This is what I used it on.
Oh, God. Yeah. That guy also, I remember, honked when it was time for me to get caught. And the parents said, so, she was like, no, he's not
The
getting
honking's
it.
brutal.
like a blam blam, like
Yeah, my
not
parents-
getting
we
out
got to go
ring
to
the bell
Sonic.
yet.
Yeah.
You got to jack me off while we're in the Sonic drive-thru. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so then basically I couldn't walk, so I
That's
couldn't go up the
insane.
stairs. So I ended up living with my grandpa, but we were each in twin beds, and he
Awesome.
snored so
my
aggressively.
God.
Like a 50s sitcom
Yeah,
married
exactly,
couple.
exactly.
Yeah.
That I would have to like rush to get to sleep. Like I just remember being like, come on, because if I didn't get to sleep before him, I was fucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
I think it was a month. I think it was
Oh my
about a
God,
month.
That's
yeah.
insane. That's fucking
Yeah, my
wild.
Papu Spiro, Spike. Yeah, he was great. Loved him.
Spiro, great name.
Yeah.
Spike. That's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Spiro to Spike is
Spiro
good.
Spike. And then
Did you venture to the couch at any point? Did you like say, fuck this, I'm going to go try and sleep in another room?
I feel like when you're a kid, you don't like. I 100% should have. It's like, why was I not in a
Yeah.
couch? Why was I not in the basement? Like, there were so
Right.
many other places. Oh, I guess basement I would have had to do stairs.
Right.
But no, as a kid, you're like, okay, my parents said this is my
This
room.
is my lot in
so
life.
I think it's because they're like, well, what am I gonna put sheets on the couch every day?
Yeah.
Let her
Too much
sleep.
for the- yeah.
Let her sleep in her recently deceased grandmother's bed. It's like you also have to deal with
It
it.
gets so much darker, dude. Then those beds were pushed back together, and then my dad died.
In that bed?
At some point, it's
You
like,
gotta
we gotta get
burn
rid
the
of
bed.
God.
Is it not? Maybe it's the beds.
Maybe it's the
Maybe the beds gotta
beds,
go.
You know, it's like, yeah,
You should sue the IKEA corporation.
yeah, exactly.
These two whatever malms have
Yeah.
ruined my family.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, please tell me those are incinerated.
Yeah, they're gone.
Please
They're
tell
gone.
me they're not still around.
Actually, honestly, they probably are. There's a new family living in there. I hope they're well.
That's an A24 horror movie that keeps going from house to
Yeah,
house.
I hope they're
Holy
well.
shit.
But that's such a Greek thing too. Like, it's a good bed. We're not. And I think it was my
Yeah.
auntie Ethel's bed. I don't even think it was ours.
Of
It was like
course.
it came from our other.
So
it's-
she's the one who wronged the gypsy.
Yeah, yeah,
It was her, and,
yeah.
and she was like, I gotta get. The only way to do it is to transfer to a blood relative. That's the only way to get rid of the curse. It's like, come on, guys.
It's a
They're
beautiful
good
bed.
beds.
Raymond Flanagan, come on, this thing's nice.
She's just, what have I done? She's in her car. She's driving away from the U-Haul and being like,
Oh God! Goodbye,
I don't deserve-
Goodbye,
yeah.
Betty. Goodbye, Spike. Oh yeah.
oh man.
But that is yeah. So,
the sharing the sharing is my cousin, because she came to live with us for a while. Because my aunt passed away. Are you happy,
Yeah,
JP?
JP, does it
Are
feel
you
good?
happy for
Nice.
starting this whole
Really
thing
nice.
where we have to
Now.
talk
Four
about
deaths.
all the tragedies in our lives
Yeah.
because
I
of
got a dead
you.
aunt too. All right, lay off me.
So I hope you're happy, McDade. Coming
You
in,
don't
seeing
see
all
me-
this Mediterranean bonding.
Yeah.
You feel left out. So
You
you
see me going around Greekly weeping about this shit. Just because some of us can shove it down a little better than others, don't take it out on me. Yeah, I've been seeing open caskets of family members since age 9. There's nothing you can say. All right.
you're at the wake where they have them on a pool table like cops.
Now Nana's going to look a little different.
But our cousin, we had a custody thing, and our cousin came to live with us for a while, and she's like a little girl who just has to sleep in the same bed as her grandmother. And then she came back and lived with us again. She works, she traveled a lot for work, and then she decided to move back to the area. She moved to DC instead of Baltimore. She got a job there, and there was like a transitional couple months where, as a grown woman, she came back, and we all lived at that. It was the last time we all lived at the house together. And she just was 25 or whatever, just like, all right, time to sleep in bed with my grandmother. This is my room. Like it's Ellis Island. Like we really lived. That was the period. Damn, there was like 6 months where it was tenement style, dude.
Yeah,
It was like my two brothers back from one was back from college, one still lived there. There was like I guess it was the year before I don't remember, after college, before I got my own place in Baltimore. I was in my room, grandma and my cousin.
One was working in a fish cannery.
Yeah.
One was pushing a vegetable cart.
Yeah, dude. It was insane, but that's how.
And your parents were like, "This is perfect."
Oh,
Yeah,
loved it.
but
My
yeah,
parents are
heaven.
still like, why did you leave? Like, why?
Right.
My mom is now angling to do. She wants to become the yaya that lives
That's
in the
right.
house.
Well, yeah, my mom lived with me in New York for a bit. Because
Yeah.
I told you. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to
You
dox you.
don't dox. But we lived in the same neighborhood.
We lived in the same neighborhood, and I lived there with my mom.
Times Square.
Oh wow,
I lived
yeah.
in Times Square.
We lived. Yep.
Yeah,
I lived in the. I had a suite in the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville.
yeah, and it was the same suite I had, so we were bonding over that. And
And I was in Elmo, right outside.
Yeah.
For a couple of years.
Oh, you lived there with your mom.
yeah.
Wow.
I saw the scariest thing, by the way, in Times Square the other day. It was a man with no shirt on and just a clown mask, and his pants. It's like he had something weighted in his pockets.
Interesting.
And it was so close to the pants falling down
wow.
and there was no effort to, and it was, yeah. It was
Well, your gun is going to weigh down your sweatpants. It's a problem I run into from time to time.
And this is not like, because I know Twisted Metal is out. That's a shirtless clown. This was not a tie-in.
He's driving an ice cream truck.
Now that you're saying that, it could have been. I mean,
You think that's part of it? Is showing pubes?
Like, what was the Final
now, were the pubes
Destination?
red? That would be awesome if they matched the bozo hair to the pubes he's almost showing.
Committed, yeah.
I would have actually respected that.
I would have.
Folks, when I think about the inventions that have impacted my life the most, I would say maybe indoor plumbing, air conditioning, air travel. And right up there with those is the technology that our friends at Blue Chew have created for the #1 chewable sex tablet on the market. Because to me, getting my dick hard is as important as flying across the continent in as little as 5 or 6 hours. To me, getting my cock stiffer than a board, than the firmest pine from a forest. Not this bullshit now, where, I don't know if you've seen the tree rings are bigger, the pine is looser. I'm talking virgin forest from the 1800s. A pine, that's how hard my dick gets on a Blue Chew chewable tablet. I love it. It gets my shit stiff. It's easy to take. Makes you in my experience, I have better outings sexually with a stiffer prick, and I think it'll help you just the same. This isn't about performance, guys. This is about legacy, or shall we say third legacy. That's right. I'm talking about your cock. Give her group chat something to talk about. When you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up, baby. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code STAVVY, STAVVY at checkout, and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and save the info. And big thanks to Blue Chew, as always. Thank you so much, Mr. Blue Chew, for sponsoring the podcast.
Wait, we were saying, okay, anyway, I don't know.
Times Square scary
Times Square, mom lived with, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been close quarters as well.
That was
right?
close quarters as well, but it was the same thing. It's like dad died, and it's like, well, all right, I'm going to New York.
Going
it's like,
to New York.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
It's like, all right, we're going to New York.
That's actually kind of fun.
It was.
The sort of
Gilmore Girls.
The Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls,
Yeah.
let's do something objectively insane.
Insane.
To deal with grief.
Right,
Let's become Sex in the City roommates. For how long was that?
I want to say it was like maybe a year. It's blurry. That time is
totally.
blurry, but I'm like, I want to say a year. But that was so crazy because my mom, in New York City, coming from the suburbs, just like
that's
in a bagel
wild.
shop, being like,
chatting people up.
And we were there 35 years. We would have gone. And people in the back, like, let's go.
Yeah, holding up the line.
Holding up and just like, one time we were at a Greek restaurant. We were at that Greek restaurant that was on like near Union Square, a little 14th, like the one.
Oh, is that the Kikladis that they have down there? Yeah.
And so we were there, and my mom was, talking to the waiter, and he gave us galactoburico dessert.
A great dessert.
Great dessert.
A custard, a honey custard.
For free.
My favorite as a child. My mom was a waitress in a Greek restaurant.
Yeah, I think it's the best because
it's custardy. It's custard, honey, and phyllo dough.
And it's unlike any other, it's just great. So he gave it to us for free, and my mom was like, you see that? I connected with him about grief. They give it to us for free. I look around the restaurant. It's part of the restaurant. Everyone's got galactoburico. It's just what you get for coming in. But I was like, I'll let her have it. Yeah, so she has this connection.
Right.
And he had a scarf. It was like the owner, and she's like has a connection to him. And I was like, let her have it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good it was interesting.
Was it a one bedroom? What are we talking?
It was a 1-bedroom, but it was like. No, it was like
space?
a 2-bedroom.
Okay.
It was flex, but
I feel like a guy and a dad is a very different story, but a girl and a mom, that's fine.
Oh
Let
yeah,
the girl and the mom
If I had to live
together.
with my father, first of all, dude, my dad and me being roommates is one of the funniest things I could possibly imagine. Just fist fight my dad, like the idea that I can't have a weird lunch and be like, all right, see you in 3 months. You know what I mean? Then it's like I come back from work and he's there.
yeah.
Tough. And I went and actually got coffee with my dad. I was in Baltimore and I just went to see what his life is like.
Yeah.
And he just there's a coffee house that he goes to literally every day.
Please tell me he sits outside. Does he sit outside?
Depending on the weather,
Okay.
but
Right,
they
Baltimore.
will. But there's not that much space. There is some benches. Most of the time, they're in the specific corner. He has his seat, and it just reminds me of like going to going to the dining hall or whatever.
Yes.
It just reminds like him and his boys see each other every day.
That is so
They just hang out,
nice.
right? They all ostensibly have jobs.
Sure.
But they're just sort of like chilling. Like they might work 1 or 2 days a week.
Yeah.
All of them are. My dad's getting over surgery. He's doing good now.
You
but
happy, JP?
Yeah, you happy? My
Dad's
dad
getting
had
over
fucking
surgery.
surgery.
Yeah?
I hope you're
Okay.
happy,
This is
dude.
also my fault. I'm just imagining a scenario where you're roommates and you're taking out on me.
But undoubtedly, one 65-plus-year-old, 3 out of the 8 guys are getting over open heart surgery,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
some kind of liver problem,
Yeah.
some kind of like cancer brought on by their smoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's always some of them are infirmed, so they're there every day,
Right.
And now my dad has passed into the daily crew. So
that's awesome.
I had to go to, and he knows the schedules of when each one is closed. So his favorite one is closed on Tuesday, so I had to go see him at the backup one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And him and his boys are just in there. His friend is telling me about how his daughter's very successful, but she refuses to have a grandchild. And it's awesome. You just get locked into these traditional old Greek
She
guy
is senior
talking
VP
points.
at Merrill Lynch, but no baby.
Almost exactly, dude. Except think about him telling me every step, every major accomplishment since high school that his daughter.
Yeah.
That his
National
daughter.
Honor Society. Yeah. $1,500 scholarship. Yeah.
It was cute though how fucking proud he was of his daughter.
It is
I almost
cute that
wanted to be
they're
like,
Masculine
maybe
men.
some of this, man.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple. Hey, thanks. Maybe a couple telling everybody you're proud. Oh no big deal.
He has tour bus.
Yeah. Oh, my dad would flip if he saw the bus.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll show it to him next time. He didn't have bus privileges on this tour,
No.
but if he's on good behavior for the next tour, he'll get to see the bus.
Oh, God. And isn't that nice that in a way you're on a bus with your boys?
Oh.
You're doing the same thing.
We are
We're all doing
we
the
are
same thing.
I mean, we're
You know?
100% living the same way.
That's how I feel about my mom. I'm like, I'm getting to the point where I have bought to-go Tupperware that's like single use, like aluminum.
Yeah.
And I will make food and I'll tell my friends like I got a batch of chicken kappa you come over and I'm sending it home with them and I'm like, I'm just doing the same thing. My mom.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. We can't avoid it.
I do have a theory of like, there's a period of your life where you want to get away,
Yes.
and you do acquire. There's like a period that's more finite than we realize. We
Yeah.
think that it's like, I'm done with who I was.
Exactly.
I'm going to be somebody there. I'm gone forever.
Yes.
And it's actually what's going on is you're going out there, you are changing.
Yes.
You're bringing new things in, but then eventually you just come back.
Totally.
And
At
you're
your DNA level, you're still who you
you
were.
level
Yeah.
out a little bit and you're like, oh yeah, the way old Greek men have been at a coffee shop for just doing nothing and they don't like working and they do all their work like last minute. It's like, I have the exact same working patterns as my father.
Totally.
All my friends I see every day. Like my job, I've figured out how to make a rolling Greek coffee shop. Where it's
exactly.
like, I see my best friends every day. We hang out. I just brought one of them to just like buy salads.
Right.
Like
You hired a
so
yeah.
he
Go to
can hang
Costco.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
to
a
go to
Costco
Costco and buy
concierge.
salads and shit. And like, yeah, we all
It's
return a
beautiful.
little bit to what we are.
I think that's it. I think that's what I'm realizing now too. Is I'm 100% on the journey of coming back to,
Yeah.
especially my Greekness. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm full blown.
I feel you on that one.
Because I'm like, it's the same.
Same. Same with the Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It
nice,
calls
right?
you back. Yeah.
It calls you back where you're like, oh yeah, this also for something to be such a big part of your life for so long.
Greek school and the
Did you
rest.
ever
Greek school, Greek dancing, Greek
Yeah,
church. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's foundational in your body. So then you leave it, and then I was in LA. You know, dad dies, my mom moves out of the house, and I started realizing like, oh, if I don't bring this into my life, like it won't really be
Fully,
in my
you have
life.
But what
do
did
it
you think of
yourself.
it when you were a kid? Did you have
Took it
like
for granted. Maybe didn't love it, but
Yeah, I think you hate it too because, like, dude, they make you go to school after school.
Yeah.
Right.
We
Oh,
had to
yeah.
go. Greek school was for me 3 days a week after school.
and so many kids spoke
Sucked.
fluently too because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
So
yeah.
I always felt
Right.
like I was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we would definitely make fun of you.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
the fluent speaker, would be like, "Fuck
This one, but I would
this
definitely
gang.
cheat off you.
Yeah, yeah,
just be like,
yeah.
just, yeah.
this fucking Yank doesn't know where Alpha's from Barbados?
And then you go, and then I go to Greece, and it's like people are like fucking
This
piece
guy,
of shit.
yeah,
Look
American,
at this
yeah.
fat American
I-
piece of shit.
When I went to Ireland when I was like a teenager, I did like
Oh, they definitely respect you even less.
Oh,
probably.
100%.
They don't respect American
The
Irish
plastic
people.
patties thing, like, oh, you're a fucking other
Well,
Americans
also
coming
because
over.
culturally,
No.
you know, but culturally, like a lot of Irish have complete like when they come over and just become cops in the 1800s
Yeah.
and then just become Republicans, and it's like Irish people are maybe one of the
Literally
only
killing
ethical
cops
whites.
in Northern
Yeah.
Ireland. Like, that was a big part of the culture for
they
a while.
love killing cops. They hate authority.
Planting
They're the only
bombs in
people
cops'
talking
cars.
about. The only people like being like pro-Palestine from the jump. They're,
Fucking
they're the
Margaret
only people on the
Thatcher's a
right
piece
side
of
of history. And then Irish Americans are just like. They're just like the same, like, the way like the Italian Americans. They've just become like conservative caricatures of all their stereotypes.
Yeah.
I was over there and I was like 15 at the time, and I was like super skinny, no confidence, whatever. And
Yeah.
I remember I was walking down a street and there was this guy like leaning against a car, and I didn't realize until too late that he was making fun of me. No. And I was walking by, he's like, "Yeah, walk faster, you fucking piece of shit!" Like making fun of the way I was walking. And at the
Remember when
time,
you're walking, it's like, God.
yeah.
I was wearing khakis and I was wearing like a windbreaker that was also khaki colored.
Not you dressed like a 60-year-old
And I
at
had,
15.
I had a white hat and a 60-year-old outfit completely, and I walked by and he goes, "You look like a fucking matchstick." You fucking
Funny.
Get in your ass, dude. That's
got my
really
ass
good.
completely.
God damn.
Yeah.
They don't respect us at all. But then, yeah, like later in life, it kind of comes back to, this was kind of a cool little cultural thing I had that I
Right.
didn't appreciate when I was younger.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's part of who I am. And if I don't have it, that feels wrong. But it is true. It's nice
Yeah.
that like we took a decade to collect all this
Yeah.
other stuff. So we're not just going. I'm not going back and
Totally.
we don't have a finished. We're not going all the way.
Of course,
I'm not
of
getting
course.
bagel bites.
Of
You know,
course.
but
although doesn't
yeah,
sound bad. Like that's the other thing I think I'm like, don't sound too bad headed all like where it's like you see because also I think we're all at the age where it's like you move and we all met. I think I met you like actually pretty quick when I
met you-
moved to New York. I had just it was at that what was that city fucking
it was in Brooklyn,
Pine Box. It was in Pine Box.
And I remember this because I
had
remember
just moved,
You
I
had
think.
just moved. You were this like little Greek boy, and I was like, I am gonna help.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
boy. Next day you're doing fucking stadiums. I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at you like I was like, I am gonna.
It was
mother
another
this
2
child.
years. You had a lot going on. I think that was the height of you. You might have been in that apartment with your mom.
I think so.
You were pretty fun. Like I remember being like, I thought you were funny, and we were bonding over the Greek stuff. But you clearly were like, oh, this girl's dealing with some
Yeah,
shit.
totally.
Because
Is that when we
I
were-
think your dad had just passed away,
Exactly.
and I was like, she's cool, but I'm not gonna push a friendship right now. She seems
Yeah.
like she's dealing with a lot
Totally,
of stuff.
totally.
But like,
Convenient.
but we all met. And I met you at fucking those same probably
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
probably a
very
little
similar.
before. Was that around the time that we were working in the same office building?
No, this was even earlier. So
Yeah,
yeah, once I
probably
got in
a
the
few
office
years before.
building, I think that helped me start kind of getting on my way.
We
but
did that sketch.
What?
You
Pardon?
had me in that sketch.
Yeah, what was
remember?
it? Thanksgiving? Or
No, it was like
every guy
an app or something, like the guys who don't leave you alone on apps
When
or
I
something like that.
Can I tell you?
Hell yeah,
I called
baby.
JP immediately.
Yeah.
No, but it's so funny even thinking of that job. I was talking to my friend who I still work with from that job, and I'm like, isn't it funny how we're just going back to that? Like if you look on Instagram now, like all the
yeah.
reels are like it's very cyclical. Even,
yeah.
Like because we were making every type of person.
Fuck, what was that? What was that trend of like? Oh fuck! It was one of the first formats. It was before Reels, but it was like
Before, like Vine? Like
before Vine. It was just like a YouTube trend where it was like a meme of like everybody did their version of it. It was maybe similar to like the type of guy
Right.
you find or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. It was just every type of
and now that's just white text on
Exactly.
the reel.
But there was
That's
one.
like-
There was one even before I moved to New York that I'm thinking of. Fuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It got played into the ground. But yeah, I mean, I remember. I mean, my first job was working for one of the worst internet comedy companies in the fucking world. There was a lot of bad shit, but there was weirdly money.
There was money
back then.
There was a lot of money in like Facebook Live. Remember we were going.
Oh, when Facebook was
every
like
day.
Facebook was juicing their views, and we all thought we were getting famous, and we were doing videos. It was like, whoa, this got 18,000 views and one like. How about that?
Yeah,
That's
totally.
crazy.
Oh yeah, because Facebook was trying to tell people
this is where it's at.
Everyone's going to video,
Exactly.
and they were weirdly right,
Exactly.
but they were just doing it in the absolute worst ways.
Because was that like pre-Twitch? Because then Facebook Live, that kind of became like streaming.
Before
or
Twitter
Twitch,
had
or
any
like,
kind of video functionality, and before Instagram even had video, I think. And it was just Facebook video was the thing.
Which
they were
is
trying
crazy.
to compete with YouTube.
That's crazy how fast things have changed. That when we all started, we were doing videos, and like I was posting a YouTube link on.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah,
like you could not post. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you also got fucked because you had you literally were doing front-facing video stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe 1 year. If you did it, if you timed it 1 year, you're maybe the most famous person on earth. You know what I mean? Like, where I just feel like I saw women stealing what you were doing, and now they're are like
now they were like they have a Dunkin Donuts drink.
The amount of mom character clones that were spawned.
But you know, I have a lot of like peace with it because I'm like, there were also incredible mom characters before me, and and
you just kind of like did package it for the internet in a good way.
Yeah.
And I mean, but it's just crazy how much we just don't have control of anything, and how much everything is time. Like if we started Come Town maybe like 6 months later, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? And if we do it 6 months before, we don't know about Patreon. We make no money. Like it's just, and it's like even like the stand-up clips. I'm like, dude,
stand-up clips.
I had no clue.
Think of how many shows we all did with no video.
No video.
Gone. Roast battles. Not taped.
Like, think of the amount of...
It's like, for what?
But, okay,
for
here's
stage time, of course.
But I actually agree.
With what I'm about to say?
I think so.
I think, like, there's a lot of benefits to what's going on right now, but I think I think we all had a really cool thing, which was like, we learned just for the sake of learning.
Which is what it should be about.
Just for the sake of honing. Like, imagine, we would have been filming our sets after doing it for 1 year.
Oh,
and then,
I look at what I thought was hilarious.
Exactly.
When I was 24.
Yeah.
I even we should find it. I think I have it somewhere. Remember when I like recorded what I thought was like an EP?
Not an EP.
And I was literally gonna in
tape.
college. I was gonna burn CDs and hand them out to people. And I actually spent more time. Remember this? I spent more time photoshopping the cover, which was like which was like me shooting Jay Leno in the head or something. It was like, and I was like, I had a lot of takes too. I was like, I'm better than Jay. I'm 22.
Right.
I'm like, I'm funnier than Jay Leno. It's like
we've never been funnier than 22 because you have you are just so confident.
But if
I have an hour.
No, for real. So I'm actually very happy because I would have been posting, and you see these horrible young comics who it's like, dude, you might be good.
Sure.
If you just for 8 years try and be good at this.
And we had a real, I mean, it's a special time of like, we had a real underground community. Like we didn't,
that is true.
We didn't follow each other. We didn't really know.
No, we were actually friends.
We would meet up and like you and we would go to fucking mics together. We'd like, which mic are we going to next? And you'd like, it was a very special time in that sense. And I don't know, maybe that still exists, but it does feel like it's at the very least.
No, I think it does. I mean, we're just old.
I
think it still does exist. We're old. We're sorry, buddy.
But I'm like, I guess would it change if they're filming? If every.
I think it's a little more. There's probably like more click. I think there's probably clicked up a little more where it's like. We just had to hang out with everyone, even people I mean,
that's true.
Part of it was being like a quarter of the people there we all hated.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like horrible, unfunny,
You gotta make
small
talk with the 50-year-old guy whose act is half slurs.
Who you meet day one and think that's the king. And then you slowly realize,
the guy holding court.
And you're like, okay, this guy's been here for a while. And
but you know, I do that. But and whatever.
You're right. There's probably a new great community, which is like people.
It's just different. I think 24-year-olds are still going to getting fucked up, going to bars, whatever, after horrible shows.
Yeah.
It's just like a few of them have 300,000 followers.
Yes, that's actually true. That's actually true. It's like a couple of them are rich, and
totally.
But I think so. Some of it has changed for sure. But And yeah, that's got to be hard trying to figure it out. But who cares? Nobody gives a fuck about this. This is. Everyone's like, shut the fuck up. Talk about your dead relatives more. Make fun of JP for talking about for making you think about pain and sorrow.
That's what I'm here for.
Stop. Should I tell people? Are we done?
No.
Okay,
We're
that
not
a-
even close.
Okay, great.
Sorry. That's not how we do things around here. Podcasting is about volume. It's not about quality. We'll be talking for at least another
Wait, why is that man
45
locking the
minutes.
door? Yeah. He's taking my bag.
We haven't even gotten to the calls yet.
Oh, right.
So, yeah.
Okay, JP, do you know this? That I DM'd Stav like a few months ago. I go, Stav, I got to tell you, buddy, thank you. Because I booked this job where I had to have a Philly accent, and I studied. I studied your video. Of your video of your Philly guy.
A Mid-Atlantic masterclass.
I studied it over and over, and I did it, and thank you. He immediately goes, hey, buddy, that's Baltimore. That's not.
I was offended. I was like, how
Philly.
dare you?
And
We're
you weren't
so
picking up on the
different.
subtle nuances of dialects. What are you, stupid or something? That's like the difference. It's like the difference between Australia and New Zealand, dude. You're fucking up.
Yeah, and he was like,
So
like
great.
definitely study something else before you do it. I'm like, we wrapped.
Yeah.
It's in the
It's in the
can.
can.
I know.
Yeah.
I definitely, after sending that, I was like, because I guess I just misread your message. I was like, oh, I got it. I'm about to, and then I was like, nah, I felt like a fucking
No, it was
dickhead.
great.
Is that
I
one of
felt
the,
like a
NFL
cunt.
countdown things that you did?
Yeah, let's
Or something
not-
like that?
let's not mention
we're
which.
not putting titles on
I
it.
did a great job, and it was a pitch perfect impression.
It's a show called Mayor of Easttown.
Here's the thing: as a woman doing a big accent anyway, like even if it's my home, even if it's my
Yeah.
voice now,
'Cause you
people
know-
are gonna go, "That's not right." So it's almost
Yeah,
like people
yeah.
are gonna
Most
kind of be
annoying
mad.
thing in the world.
Please,
Regional
When
accent.
people try to correct you on
And
an
you're like,
accent,
this is
like
how I'm born.
You're
not-
sort of
Excuse me?
cornering big, loud northeastern
That's right.
to East Coast accents because you've
Kinda
done a
you too.
lot of
Kinda you too.
yeah,
We're kinda-
yeah,
we're
we
kinda-
are. We are representing our
We
local
are.
cultures.
Like when I
'Cause
see you
you've
on a
been-
TV show, it's nice. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
that's nice.
You know, Stavvy Baby Enterprises is a vast entertainment empire, but one of our legs in the octopus that is the Kraken that is taking over entertainment, Stavvy Baby Enterprises, is our e-commerce business, folks. And when you have an e-commerce business, you know you got to be successful by keeping your customers happy. Okay, with ShipStation, you can sync orders from everywhere you sell into one dashboard and replace manual tasks with custom automations to reduce shipping errors, all at a fraction of the cost. It's an incredibly, look, am I in the weeds day to day, making sure our calendars and our t-shirts get shipped? No, but our guys who do that, our merch guy, shout out to him, he's somewhere in the Midwest, in the secret Stavvy Baby Enterprises bunker. He tells me how smooth it all runs. You know, everything comes from one dashboard, no matter where we're selling from. We got people clicking on the website, coming off social media, whatever it is. It's helped us meet our customer demands with the click of a button. It ain't nothing. Printing out labels, everything you want. And you never need to upgrade. We're a business that's on the rise. Your business can be the same way. As you grow, ShipStation will grow with you. And it's the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers with discounts up to 88% off UPS, DHL Express, and USPS rates, and up to 90% off FedEx rates. Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation, and 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. When shoppers choose to buy your products, turn them into loyal customers with cheaper, faster, and better shipping. Go to shipstation.com/Stavvy to sign up for your free trial. There's no credit card or contract required, and you can cancel anytime. That's shipstation.com/Stavvy. Well, you honestly might have, you've done it. I mean, this must be huge in mass. We're talking Sam Adams and Dunkin Donuts, right?
We're talking
Massive.
We're talking Sam Adams, Dunkin Donuts, and we're talking Tom Brady commercials.
Tom
right?
Brady. I
We
mean,
kinda got
come
that
on.
stuff.
This
It's a
Triple
holy
stamp.
trinity.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
No, totally. It's cool. And
Everyone must be. I mean, you'll do cooler stuff from
that's
now
it.
on.
Yeah.
And no one in Boston
No.
will give a fuck.
In
No,
the
it's
all-female
done.
reboot of The Town that you star in. Be like, that's the girl from the Tommy commercials, bro.
When I tell you an all-female reboot of the even just a shot-for-shot remake of the
Yeah,
town where I get
yeah.
to be an extra, the highlight of my life.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, you get to be Jeremy Renner. You get to be the insane one.
hey, whose car we
sociopath.
taking? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, no, I feel that's another thing. I feel like first 10 years, it's almost like shed who I am and just kind of become this. And now I'm like, no, I just want to make movies and TV shows and everything I make. I want it to be about where I'm from. So that,
What was Tom like IRL?
incredible.
Yeah.
So sweet, so kind, fun. Yeah.
Did he kiss his son while you were there?
There's language in the contract, Stavros.
I'll just make it look like we bleeped out something Alicia said.
I'm like, yeah.
No, but I had another buddy who is a Boston guy who worked with him, and he was like, he was the Mike Mitchell, Doughboys, who's a recent guest on this show as well. He said that he was working with Tom Brady and that he was kind of not icy, just like very professional.
Definitely.
Until Mike was, one of the riffs he did was like humping the football, and Brady was like, nice. Dude. He was like, so truly he's just like a jock.
He's just like, exactly.
He's just like a fucking, he's the greatest quarterback ever, but at the end of the day, he's a dumb jock. Like, and when you go like,
A very smart jock. A very smart jock. He's a very smart jock. Yeah.
I worked with Edelman a few months ago.
No.
And he's like the epitome of a jock. He's kind
he's
of
the man. Yeah, I did his podcast too.
He was like, we were in some venue shooting this thing, and he like went to the bathroom and came back. He's like, who left a jellyfish in the toilet? I was like, a jellyfish? He's like, yeah, a bunch of cum in the toilet. This is called leaving a jellyfish.
Yeah, he was the man.
Yeah, no,
was
that's
awesome.
kind of, I'm sure that's, yeah. That was the same thing. He was a little, at first it was like, there, and then I think I like roasted him in a Boston accent or
Yeah,
something. And then he was
yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah,
we're buddies.
we're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah.
fun. It's fun working with athletes because you're like, you are the best in your field. Like, but then we're meeting here
Totally.
where we're like,
Totally.
we're getting to do
They
this.
need you. There's like an urgency where they're like, I need help.
Yes.
In
And
their
you're like,
eyes, you see it. They're like, please make me look good.
Yeah,
You know?
and you're like, you're the best in the world. Like, yeah.
It is awesome. It is awesome to have. I have no other skills, but it's like I
Yes.
get to feel like I'll help you, little buddy.
Right.
Want to like a jacked champion
Yeah.
who's like thousands of people have watched him play. You know what I mean?
Who's
Totally.
been getting free stuff for being awesome since they were a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's awesome. I mean, I feel like he's his mentality too. He's just because he was an underdog.
Yeah. All right, relax. Enough with this fucking Boston propaganda.
Yeah, when he played Eli Manning, he was a fucking underdog. Twice.
Did you play sports? Do you?
Yeah, I was like a runner. So do you call it a
okay.
sport? I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I was
different culture than like like
What kind of
ball
running?
sports.
kind of, but I was a sprinter.
Oh, okay.
And I was a
damn.
competitive. We were like very competitive,
Okay.
and we were on relay teams. Together.
Okay,
So there was
so not
definitely
long distance. We're talking track
track and field,
sprinting. Sprinting feels like
Brutal
the most
sport.
like competitive one of
Yeah,
those.
and it was-
the most jockish.
What
Totally.
events?
So like 100, 200, 400, and then 4x1, 4x4. And yeah, I loved it. And still to this day, I'll go to McCarran Park basically every day, and I will put my hand
Haul
and
ass.
touch the track.
Wow,
That's the most athlete thing I
that's
do. Is
so
I
funny.
touch the track.
You
to
really
just,
are a Boston idiot.
Yeah.
It's like a guy picking up a football, being like,
I gotta maintain
Kissing
my
his high
calluses
school-
on my fingers from the track. I used to grind my fingers down for nothing.
touching the track.
I touch the track. I go.
There's nothing like that smell.
Literally, I want that red on my finger. I go, yeah, Lady
I know,
Rams.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, I'm making fun of you, but it's like I played 1 year of high school football, and like Astoria Park has those like lights, and I look up and I'm like,
Yeah, the sense memory.
Friday Night Lights, baby. I think about I had like 4 good plays, and I had a life-altering shoulder injury just to play 1 year of because to feel cool, to put on a helmet and be like, I'm fucking cool, man.
Totally.
Literally,
The
my
sound of the
shoulder will
cleats.
never be the
100%.
same.
My hips, I like cannot run. I have no
Yeah.
hips. They're
Not
like
worth
I
it
have
at all.
arthritis at
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, but God.
it feels. You're like, man,
I didn't play hard enough to get
awesome.
long-term injuries. I was more of a show pony.
Yeah.
Granted, I was the guy in the layup lines dunking, and that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
No, but I loved
Beautiful.
it, and I do think it is like I'm like everyone should play high school.
I
sports.
kind of agree. I do think
Yeah.
it's important to just like from a purely camaraderie standpoint.
camaraderie and like discipline, and like we lose in this business all the time, and I think like
life is losing.
life is losing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
think sports helps you be like, yeah, you lose all the time, and then
Just
you
keep
win.
going.
You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the losses. You go, okay, how can I get stronger? How can I get faster? How can I? And then you keep going. So I do think it.
How can
No,
I
I'm
parlay this
totally
into
for
some
that.
gambling wins?
Then you start gambling. And you go to
Yeah.
your nephew's game. You gamble on him. He doesn't hit enough fucking dingers.
Put some
beat him
creatine
with
in
a
his
belt.
cereal.
Yeah.
You get him strong. You start putting him on PEDs.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have an underground gambling ring going at my fucking nephew's jiu-jitsu
It's
matches.
totally unregulated. It's a gold mine. And the access you have to inside information is unparalleled.
Oh, Timmy's come down with a stomach bug. You
His
say.
first armpit hair came in. He's about to go off.
Beautiful. Well, look, we have our own little. Not only do we have nephews in the next generation, we have our callers to lead.
Beautiful segue.
Thank you. I'm kind of like a broadcaster here.
This is about dispensing wisdom.
It's
here.
about
This is what we
wisdom,
do.
Yes,
you know,
well,
and-
and that's sort of the name of it.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
What do we got here?
Okay.
Eldest, hit us with some questions, buddy.
Hi, Stav. Hi, Eldest. Hi, esteemed guest. I got a predicament. I recently started seeing someone. We've been seeing each other for about a month. It's a small town that I live in, small enough that like people kind of know people. It's an itty bitty town, but it's big enough that you can run into people kind of all the time. Anyway.
Okay.
So the problem is this guy I've been seeing, we've been seeing each other for a month, and I just found out that he has a felony charge.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And personally, it's a little bit hot that he has the charge.
Respect.
But also, the charge is deeply troubling.
It's deeply troubling. It's not white collar crime.
It's so hot that he was poisoning old people in a nursing home. Allegedly.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see what we got here, Eldest.
Deeply troubling. Like, the charge itself is not hot. So, I'm concerned. He seems to have just really have turned his life around in the last 3 to 4 years. And the charges are from about 3 years ago. And based on what he said, he was deeply unmedicated, deeply toxic, drinking, smoking. He's sober now, on medication, in therapy. So yeah, I'm about to talk to him this weekend. And so this
weekend, huh?
I just want to
When was this call? When this call coming, Eldest?
Oh no, it's a
It might be a month or two.
And this episode doesn't come out for another month,
Is
probably.
there a local news story out there about this from a Fox
They got
affiliate?
Serial season 5 about this bitch already, Eldest, you motherfucker.
This is evidence. You just played for us.
We're idiots.
The FBI is going to be listening to this call for the background noises to see. Oh my God, he was coming in through the window as she left the message on the podcast.
Okay.
Oh, brother, we really got to work on our screening around here.
Background checks from here on out.
Okay, though, but generally we have for someone in the future in a similar situation. Yeah, I mean, look, this is kind of a classic. Whatever you decide to do is fine scenario where it's we don't want to judge. You don't want to judge a person with a past, but also you're okay if you just don't feel comfortable. Certain people have different tolerances for what they think. In a romantic. This is a romantic relationship. This is not we're not talking about hiring this person for an entry level job where it's illegal to discriminate. This is not right to you're not. No one that you don't feel comfortable with for any reason. You don't have to be in a relationship with anyone you don't want to. I think is what it comes down to. But also, if this is somebody who's been relatively upfront. I mean, in a month, could he have told you a little sooner? Maybe, but it's you just started seeing each other. You kind of want to see if there's even if you have any kind of chronic problem, whether it's a felony charge maybe herpes. You know what I mean? Like, when I get herpes, you probably have to tell before you fuck. But you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. If there's like, you want to get to know somebody first before you drop something crazy on them. And maybe he was a little late, but it doesn't sound like it's that late. And if he's told you like, hey, I feel this connection. Here's what happened. I have, I've been in therapy. I've been medicated. I've been sober. And you think that works for you, great. If not, you're not a bad person for being like, that's cool, but this is a little bit of like, I don't, if you're like, I don't want to be in this relationship, it just makes me even a little uneasy enough to not be in a relationship. But ultimately, that's up to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, but either way is fine. You don't need to be guilted into staying in a relationship you don't want to be. And you also don't have to, like, just because something is on paper a deal breaker, if you feel like somebody has been upfront with you and it seems like they're a different person, you don't have to ruin what you think has potential. But that's up to you. I mean, we can't really fucking tell you which way to go with that.
Yeah. Seems to me like a safety thing. You go, this is deeply troubling.
Yeah, how deeply troubling?
Yeah.
I mean,
if he stole did he steal like a ton of shit? And you're like, that's troubling. It's like, all right, he's probably fine.
Did
Is
he
it like
beat his
he
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right. So I
and
think,
if it's anything like that.
oh.
What is it?
Okay,
This is
felony
just
examples.
the elders just type felony examples,
they're not good.
and they start with murder, rape, robbery, but that doesn't have to be those. Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
But burglary, it could be drugs. Now,
We're hoping for drugs on this one. We're really hoping for
super
drugs.
Tax
open.
evasion even better.
Even
Tax
better.
evasion I would count as a plus.
I had this, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal cruelty, that one we wouldn't be crazy
what
about.
kind of dog?
Cyber crimes, maybe he's good at computers. Maybe there's a future there.
Yeah.
But it really comes down to, like, for me personally, right? If it's not about me, like if it's not something where it's like domestic,
Right.
Yeah.
or
I
like
think-
violent,
Yeah.
it's like I don't fuck, whatever. It's like people have done it. If it's drugs, I really don't give a
As
know-
well as the turning his life around. But yeah, it's a
Yes.
safe.
No, exactly.
Like-
if we're talking about you have 3 years, and also how old is this person?
True.
How young were they when they they
True.
made their mistake? Like, what's the context that all this shit happened with? I think ultimately, if it's not something that is like it's violent to you, and you believe the context that it happened makes sense, and you believe that they've turned their life around.
I mean, I know people from like my past who have like done felonious things with drugs, and now you would never know
Dude,
that they were like
Oh
that.
yeah,
at all.
I mean basically.
Yeah, I went to
Like-
Baltimore. I went to Baltimore City Public Schools. Like, I have friends who were like truly in gangs and like were shot and are like
we know people who have worn ankle
business
monitors
and are like,
and
Yeah.
for
they're
sure,
good people now.
And they were truly pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like but have families, are small business owners, are cops now, firefighters, like just shit like they have just kind of figured their shit out, and it's like, yeah, exactly, you would never be able to tell. But again, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
this is your personal life.
Yes.
This is not something, and like and as a society, we should not be stopping people who've made mistakes from getting a
course.
second chance. You can't discriminate, but this is not like, again, this is not societal. This is like granular, your personal life. If you feel uncomfortable,
Can I add one more thing?
yeah.
You might want to get like a second opinion too, because sometimes when you're hearing from someone, they're going to tell you the best version of the story. Maybe
Yeah.
if this guy's dated someone that you know since it's a small town, or has a best friend,
Good point.
Yeah.
maybe you check in with them.
Yeah, do you have
Go,
any- yes.
Is this like do you corroborate that this is kind of
Sure.
and they go, yeah, he's total. So maybe,
Hire a PI. That's kind
maybe
of cool.
hire a PI.
Yeah, get a file on him.
Yes.
Put spyware on his computer.
Yes. yes. Evade a little taxes.
Yeah.
Like
You
about
proposed
safety.
to him
Yeah.
to do some crime.
Yeah.
See if he takes
See how
the
he.
bait.
Yeah,
Test the
exactly.
waters.
Exactly.
We
And-
have a ring. You come to the jujitsu.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I think that, yeah. So those are your options, I think.
Like Alyssa was saying about safety. First sign of trouble, maybe get out.
That's true.
You know, if
Yeah.
there's a warning sign, if there's like a second cell phone or something like that, something weird, maybe call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also said she thinks it's hot. I feel like,
Right.
do you have a pattern
Dumb
of
bitch
going
alert.
for a certain kind of guy?
Dumb bitch alert.
This is a pain.
Yeah. That's, we don't know. Look, if you're on the Patreon, I rescind my dumb bitch alert. But yeah,
Depends on
it's
what
already
tier.
again at this point something either horrible or beautiful has happened.
yeah. Eldest, please fucking go through these a little earlier. Even when we're not recording, that doesn't mean you don't have to screen them anymore. All right. Play us another one, buddy boy. Oh, what the hell? Holy shit, I can't believe it. Do you know what time it is, McDade?
What?
Oh, it's a very special time. It's time to...
Twisted.
Oh, this is the motherfucking ass fucked up motherfucking question of the week brought to you by Twisted Ass Fucking Titty Fucking Tea.
Oh!
Wow, what's the twisted ass fucked up motherfucking ass titty fucking question of the week brought to you by Cock Pleasing Twisted Tea?
Keep it twisted.
What is it
What
this
is the
time,
cunt
Eldest?
creaming question of
Holy
Screaming
fuck,
twisted
that was
fucking
twisted.
ass question. Like, how much can we do before they take the money away?
to keep it twisted, you gotta get it twisted.
You gotta
first.
get it twisted and don't get it twisted.
And never get it
Keep
twisted.
it motherfucking twisted.
when you're keeping it twisted.
So fucking true.
If you stay twisted, you don't gotta get twisted.
So fucking true, just penis. All right, Eldest, what do we got?
Hey, Stav, eldest, and esteemed guest. Quick background on me. 29 years old, about to be 30. A lawyer, relatively successful guy. Just got out of a really long-term relationship. 4 years, we lived together, the whole thing. Not faded out. I mean, she broke up with me, and that sucked. That was about a year ago. Anyway, I'm starting to date again. And the first real successful connection that I've formed is with a girl the same name as my ex-girlfriend, and it's proving to be a huge problem.
Interesting.
I can't bring myself to use her name around her because it's just like weird.
You can't use her name
You know,
around her.
direct correlation with,
Hey, babe.
you know, the past 4 years of my life with that name. I just don't. I would prefer not be involved in my next foray. So, is that a deal breaker, or is this something you think I can get behind? Get used to. I don't kill it with the ladies. I mean, I do okay, but it's not easy for me to find a girl that I'm attracted to that is attracted to me. That that seems to work, and this one does seem to work for the most part. It does live kind of far away, but other than that,
Who's far away?
the name thing
Has
is
my
really the
ex-girlfriend's
biggest issue
name.
I've had. I'm being crazy, and I need your esteemed fat guy wisdom as a fat man myself to guide me. So, eldest, fucking figure this out, get this on quick.
Get this on
Stop
quick.
idiots, that helps.
Don't
Just
threading
kidding.
us is
Fuck
not
on.
keeping it twisted.
No.
Threading us is not going to keep it twisted. Okay, you threaten Eldest. That's not going to get you and this lady that's named the same name as your ex-girlfriend sitting back, backyard, couple ice cold twisted teas. That's not going to get you there.
Not
and
at all.
And that's where you find love, by the way. Is
You're a
it a
lawyer.
deal breaker that this girl is named your ex's name?
But see, he
I
took
would
a
say,
year.
I would say you gotta fucking take it a step further. Dress her up in her clothes.
Yeah.
Get her the same haircut.
You have some of her perfume lying around, I'm
yeah,
sure.
spray her down. Be like, I
Puts
got
her
you
down
this.
while she's sleeping.
Don't you think you should get Don't you think you should have curly hair? Why don't I buy you a perm?
She wakes up. Oh, was I wearing makeup when I went to bed? Why do you have this old makeup?
Be like Liberace. Get her fucking plastic surgery that makes her look like your ex girlfriend. Best. Look, you gotta keep it twisted and lean all the way into
Oh
this.
yeah.
I mean,
Take her to your ex's parents' house on a trip and be
Okay.
like, "It's so good to have us all back together again."
Yeah.
Get the parents in on it.
Don't you love your child at home? She's like, what are you talking about? You're scaring me.
Oh, remember this picture of us from New Year's 2022? Wasn't that such a fun night?
Little Photoshop. A little Photoshop goes a long way.
I love you so much, Erica.
I can't picture my life without you. Tell us to hurry up.
Yeah, that's what you get for telling us to do it fucking fast, you piece of shit. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. Same name. Who gives a fuck?
You took a year already. You were working on a classic car by yourself for a year in the garage.
That's right.
Resettling, refinding yourself. What are you worried about now?
I mean, look, can you work on a nickname? Like, can you try something fun? If she really wants to be, I mean, I don't know. This is interesting because it is the kind of thing where you don't know unless you're faced with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like your ex has got to be your ex. Like if this was like, you know, maybe you dated somebody in between these two people, would it really matter that much? Like I'm trying to think about it now. Like if I started dating someone who had an ex's name now that I have so much like distance from it, I wouldn't be like, hey, part of me would be like, that's a little strange, whatever, but it's like, it's about the person. It's not about their fucking name. You know what I mean?
Two roses by the same name.
Sure.
You know?
And it's like, also, what is this girl's name? Fucking Sarah? Yeah. Is it Liz?
It's Eunice.
You know what
really.
I mean? Yeah.
I keep dating old ladies.
I will say it sounds like it is authentic, and this what I'm about to say might be a little unfair, but how pussy starved are you? It sounds, you know,
Sounds
like,
fucking fair to me. That sounds motherfucking fair.
That sounds, it sounds like you're keeping it twisted.
She's
Elvis.
twisted territory.
She's living far. That's a bad sign. It sounds like you don't really get that much pussy overall. That's a bad sign. You admitted that yourself. I mean, those two facts right there are bad signs to me. So overall, I'd
you
be
think
like,
we're in beggars can't be choosers territory.
Overall, I'd be like, yeah, I agree with you. Like, you know, especially if it is some bullshit like Sarah or something, that's not the biggest deal. But if you're saying it's bad enough that you can't bring yourself to utter her name, to refer to her by her name, that could be enough for me to be like, I don't know, she's nice enough, but I don't know if I need to like force myself to work on this for the next 8 months.
See, I think you got to push through, because once you push through and you get normal to like, okay, this is Lauren now or whoever, then you've completed another step in moving on from the last relationship.
It's sort of like if you overcome this, you're actually kind of killing two birds with one stone, because like it will be kind of hard, it will be annoying, but it's like this to me just means you're not fully over your last girl, and it's like this will help you even though it will be annoying. So keep it twisted, get some pussy, crack open an ice cold, look, it's about to be football season, get a game day pack. Okay, get a fucking game day pack from our pals.
What is this,
Twisted
fantasy?
Tea.
Is this fantasy beverage drinking?
And just have a nice, maybe a peach, maybe a fucking half and half, maybe a raspberry, or the classic original with this new girl who is the same name as your old girl. And don't forget, folks, no matter what you're doing, you want to remember to
Keep it twisted.
Oh, what the hell? Whoa, we go. Wait, where'd Alyssa go, by the way? Whoa, I hope she's back when we're done with this, Paul. When we get out of the twisted zone.
Stavvy, eldest, I got a problem. So, my wife got a new contraception device, and I'm not really sure which device it is, but I can describe it.
You don't know? What do you mean?
Is implanted.
You didn't ask her what
in
it
her
is?
area, and it creates some sort of friction that causes no babies to happen.
Friction.
Yeah, what do you mean?
All that's
It's a
great.
misplaced IUD. Should be dealing
There's
with it.
grip tape in there. Yeah, my wife got a contraception device. It's one of those LED masks. Makes me too scared to go anywhere near her.
Very nicely done, JP.
One small problem. There's like a string or
it's an
something
IUD.
that hangs down.
This is crazy that you
Chainsaw.
haven't asked your
Picture.
wife about this.
And while we're having sex, it hurts like a lot. Like if there's full penetration there.
He's whispering it.
Feels like I'm getting stabbed in the dick with a knife.
This guy is hung. He's touching the IUD. This is a hung man.
True. I've never had this issue. I've never had this issue. Keep going, Eldest.
And it's very painful. There's no marks that are left. But God, it is the worst. And I keep bringing it up. I say, we really got to change contraception options here.
His wife's just tired of fucking him. She just put a
Absolutely
little Swiss Army knife in her pussy. She put a couple toe clippers, those tiny nail clippers.
She put Home Alone traps in there like the nail that Marv steps on.
She's like, yeah, don't know what to tell you, just contraception.
Absolutely not working for me. But she keeps trying to make the case that this is her favorite option, and that this is the one that we're sticking with. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. So sometimes, it feels like I get stabbed hundreds of times.
I mean, that's crazy.
Love the show. Just looking for a little advice. How can I
switch positions
this
up, brother?
Conversation better with my wife, where she understands this is a real problem. And
I mean, I think part of the problem is that how soft spoken you are.
Yeah.
Like, does she even know this, or are you like, it actually kind of? And she's just like, what was that? You're like, nothing. Like, how? Like, just from your vibe alone, have you had this conversation?
She's making me letting me wear a penile cage.
But this is crazy. I mean, like,
yeah.
Also, what? You don't know the name. Here, there's a couple problems here. Obviously, it's his wife. Like a married couple, if sex is painful for one or the other person, you got to figure that out
100%.
ultimately, right? Like you can't, like it's like it can't just be painful for either party. That's insane. But also, you don't know the name of this thing. You know what I mean? Like have you asked her what it is? Have you done any research? Like maybe it's a misplaced. It sounds like a misplaced ID. I have, when you know they're there, it feels like that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Like, you should know the name of the thing. You should do a little research. There's probably, if this is the thing that happens commonly, it's probably on the fucking. There's probably Reddit. Reddit's about.
I don't think this is like. I think this is not. It shouldn't. This is bad.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be happening. It's either something's wrong, because I don't think that.
No, there's no way. I mean, yeah, to me, I think true. I don't know what else it could be other than a fucked up IUD.
Yeah, it's got to be the string.
Also, I will say this. This does feel like probably a bigger issue, because I will say that getting an IUD, I have an IUD, getting it in and out is the single most painful experience of your fucking life, but it's the only thing you can do to not have like hormones.
Right.
So I bet maybe there's some even resentment where she's like,
this
is painful for you?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how painful this was for me? And like, I'm the one who has to. So I think this might be a thing of like recognizing that, okay, maybe she's had difficulty on hormones and she does feel happy, while also this is not working for you. So what's it going to be? But you should not be having sex.
Yeah, you're stabbing your dick. And yes, this could be too. Maybe your dick is too big. You might have to chop a little bit of it off. Maybe she's got a weird shaped pussy, so the IUD sits a little lower in it. Maybe she needs to.
She's got a little pussy.
Maybe she's got a little pussy, big dick. Yeah. You guys need to break up. Give her up to some little dick guy. Rehome each other. This is like you find some huge pussied woman with a large IUD you're never coming into contact with.
Big dog, little house.
It ain't working. You send her. You bring her over to Stavvy's world. we could use what she's working with around here.
What if they make condoms that are just for the head?
They just tuck a little helmet.
A little helmet.
Put a little helmet
right into the underside, like a swim cap kind of.
That's nice.
Protect yourself when you.
You're getting sides. The sides feel good. Yeah, put some kind of helmet around your dick. I mean, the other option, I guess, probably sounds like no contraption, and you're talking about wearing condoms with your wife. I mean, that's ridiculous. But yes.
But again, even her taking it, like I'm telling you, like even that is like, she's probably like, no, fuck it. Like I almost passed out. My friend passed out. People have to go under sometimes because it's so painful.
Yeah. Because it's metal, right? If it's not,
some of them are copper, but there's like the hormonal ones that are not metal.
But if this, because I think our context clue thing here is she doesn't want hormones, so it has to be like the one that's literally
I kind of made that
chopping jizz. No, I think you're right. I think you are right that there is like.
Because otherwise you take the pill.
God forbid you do any Googling about this, Elders. Just kind of sit there.
Can I
and
tell
just
you what they
wonder.
do too? They're putting it in or taking it out, and they're going the whole time, just
IUD,
just relax.
huh?
They're going just
hold
relax.
on. I asked Elders to fucking Google, and all he Googled was IUD. You think that's gonna, hormonal and copper?
Just relax while they have like the dentist tray
Correct, and they're going
of
just put your butt down. You're like, I can't. And they're literally like, you're good, chill out. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's.
So it looks like there's two types. There's the copper, and the copper one looks like they have what could be, if it's placed different, little strings.
Can we just say something too?
Yes.
If either of us had kids right now, look at those names.
Kylina,
we would be like,
name.
wow. Oh, by the way, is Marina and
Kylina,
yeah,
Loletta. Those are beautiful names.
The girls' name. Those are all of our girls just like having a little play date. Yeah.
Marina, Kylina, Skyla, and Loletta. Those are beautiful.
Like Paragard.
Paragard is the copper one. Yep. Yeah, that's interesting. I love how the copper one, contains copper wire that releases ions into the uterus. That feels wrong.
I know, and look at the picture of it.
This turns you into the Statue of Liberty.
So it's like that guy, the guy we're talking to is making contact with
the string.
Not the string.
Oh,
JP.
look at that.
The string is like literal string. He is making contact with the tip of it up there.
The copper tip, yep.
He's going tip to tip.
He's going tip to tip with the IUD.
With the IUD.
So man, I don't know, but you have to, I think first of all, ask her what it is, do a little research and be like, hey, this is a thing that happens a lot. Like if you've gone to her and you're like, hey, this hurts for real, this is a thing that happens a lot. Can we talk to your doctor about do they know
also
anything
validating,
about this?
I know this is your body. I know that this might be difficult. What but I'm just exactly.
Or you could go with, look, we got married. I own your pussy. And I don't like how to me it's like an air fryer.
Napoleonic code states.
To me it's sort of like a part of your dowry is your pussy. And,
you sold me a bill of goods, sweetheart. This is a lemon.
No!
Your father did not tell me that it would be like this.
I object.
When I asked him to purchase this.
No.
Look, we're just putting different views on. It's you all choose.
We're playing in the red states for a minute here. But also,
good luck,
try
man.
before you do anything crazy. Mess around with the geometry of positions and things like that, and see if maybe there's something where this isn't as much of an issue before you do anything that's like medical or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you could do this. How about this? If you're do like a little trick from the WWE, get a little
keep a razor blade.
Keep a razor, pull your dick out, be like, ah, and your dick's bleeding. You're like, ah, it pricked me. Or if you don't want to use it on your dick, maybe while you're fingering, be like, finger vigorously, and then come out, and be like, ah, prick your thing, be like, ah, I'm bleeding. You want me to put my dick in that? You fucking
horrible
asshole.
Disease because she got blood in her pussy. She dies. You have to get the lawsuit. I'm in this. Even though I said I'm going no, they go, you gotta go to jail. Now we have felonies. We're calling into a different podcast. Going, I'm dating someone. They found out I have a felony.
So I gave someone toxic shock syndrome through a podcast. It's a long story.
Look, wash your hands and disinfect the razor.
By God, his dick is bleeding.
Oh my God,
mankind's dick is bleeding.
That's his dick's music. Oh my God, that's the vibrator's music. When you're doing a bad job fucking, and then you just hear the Stone Cold. Oh my God, it's the vibrator's music. He's gonna come finish this off. His pathetic little dick can't do the work.
The vibrator's like, I'm coming to finish you off at WrestleMania.
All right, well, good luck, buddy.
Always gets a little tough for me when we go to wrestling. My riffing ability really sort of drops off with the
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the vibrator's just coming in, disrespecting my little dick. You know.
Sure, I
you can context clues. You can context clues the whole thing. Summertime, unfortunately, may be drawing to a close, little Eldest. Even though me and you have a couple summer memories ahead of us, you're going, of course, on your 5 or 6 week vacation. I have to go on a work trip. While you're out there sunning your Albanian shoulders, I'll be making money for the company. But either way, you'll have beautiful pictures from the south of France. You're going. Where else are you going?
Switzerland,
Switzerland. Listen to this guy.
Geneva.
Geneva. I think that is in Switzerland.
Or yeah, Zurich and Geneva. I
Dumbass.
guess.
It doesn't matter. Look, he's going to a whole bunch of places. He doesn't know where they are on a map, but he's going to take a bunch of striking, beautiful photographs. And when he does that, you know where he's going to watch and look at those photographs and smile to himself and say, wow, I'm so lucky my boss lets me get unlimited vacation, even though it kind of disrupts his personal schedule. And he'll see that and he'll laugh and he'll smile when he looks at his, that's right, you guessed it, Aura frame. The best digital photo frame by Wirecutter. It's been named that. And it's easy to see why. We're big fans of the Aura frames. In fact, we love them so much, I already moved it to my new apartment. I've had some beautiful memories. I have a fat little nephew. My brother sends me his pictures. I like to see him crawling around, giggling, smiling on the Aura frame. Yeah, it's beautiful stuff. He really has. When a baby enters the family, you know this. You have nieces. When a baby enters, they hog up a lot of the photographic real estate in the family. He's the star. My brother's kid is the star of my Aura frame right now. It's a wonderful thing. For the moments that made your summer and the people who made it matter, why don't you check out Aura Frames for us? So start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off on their best-selling Carver mat frame. That's auraframes.com, promo code Stavvy. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
All right. Stavvy,
well, we solved
Elvis, esteemed guest, longtime fan. I'm from Miami, and I actually caught you at the Chapo show in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, look at that.
I bought tickets to your show, but I couldn't make it. I'm still kicking myself over that.
Well, thanks for buying the tickets.
Anyway, just to give you some background, I'm 27 years old, born in Cuba, and I come from an immigrant family, just graduated last year, an advanced degree, and about the same time, I exited a relationship I had, like a pretty serious one. And ever since then, I've just been doing my best out here, trying to not be a degenerate. I've got a good job. I'm moving out finally in like less than 2 weeks. Story is, my parents, they're older, conservative immigrants, and they rent an efficiency in their house. New tenant comes in, and it's this old dude. Now, my dad hits it off with this guy's son, and instantly they are trying to arrange a marriage between me and this family's daughter.
What the fuck?
The son? It's not even the dad? The son comes in trying to sell off his sister? Jesus,
hits it off with the tenant? Oh, this is awesome. Keep going.
And I'm not kidding. Like, both of the families are apparently on board. They're obsessed with it. My father's obsessed. He's like making calls, like he's trying to like negotiate a peace agreement, or I guess more like a trade agreement.
A dowry.
It's like what we were just
I
saying.
like look to my
This is
mom
insane.
for support. Like, is this normal? Like, and she's just completely on board. Everyone's on board.
What?
Their family is on board.
There must be a
I
lot
haven't
of
seen
tattle
this
involved.
girl. I haven't met her. They have seen her, and they just like fell in love instantly.
What the
They've never
fuck?
tried to like get me into an arranged marriage before. This has never happened.
First of all, pause this.
Kind of.
Is this even a culturally, like, you don't hear about Cuban arranged marriages,
Not really.
do you? Like, I mean, I guess my grandparents literally were in arranged marriage, so I'm sure it's like, it's not like we think of it for like Europe and India and like that, and like you think of it in like Muslim countries and shit like that, but like, so I guess maybe but I've never thought of it as like a Latin American
No,
thing.
and it's usually even like, it's usually like a soft arrange. It's like, set them up on a date. It's like, why are you going, at least,
Right. You go on a date with a chaperone, see if you like. There's a courting process,
Right.
but it's not like, this seems just like they vibe so well. Like, this doesn't really feel cultural, but maybe I'm
Feels
wrong.
like the dad wants a friend. I mean, the dad just loves
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy's like,
yeah,
me and
yeah,
you,
yeah.
buddy.
We're gonna be
We're
family.
family.
It's
They
gonna
wanna be
cost
in-laws.
my son his romantic choices, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to play dominoes with you.
Exactly.
All right, keep going, Eld.
Get me into an arranged marriage before. This has never happened. And kind of, I just want to know if like this is normal.
No, what do you mean
I'm-
normal?
I'm doing pretty well right now, and I'm going to start like my life.
Yeah.
And I'm not into it.
Oh.
But what are your thoughts
What are my
about
thoughts?
me and this girl both being auctioned off like cattle? I don't know. She seems interested. She's 22.
These are
apparently just
humongous
graduated.
red flags.
I mean, yeah, I'm not into it.
You just
but
look. You want to fuck a hot 22-year-old in theory.
Thanks.
That's what you mean by you're not into
right,
it.
right.
You just mean like, well, if I'll get my dad off my back, she'll suck my dick a couple times.
kinda
Well, I'll
win-win.
get fucking divorced in a couple years. Who cares? That's not how to go about this, man. This is insanity. The fact that her whole first of all, this smacks to me of old world con artistry. Do you know what I mean? Where it's
Yes.
like, this feels like some shit from the 1800s
Yes.
where it's like, oh, I just came in. Where are you?
A
You're from
mysterious
Cuba?
villager
I'm
comes
from the
to
village
town.
right under. We're probably cousins.
The
Like,
guy who pretended to be Daniel Plainview's brother in There Will Be Blood.
yeah, this feels like the kind of thing. This feels like they're negotiating. He's like, well, oh, your family has this real estate. We have real. Like, this feels like this couldn't feel more like some kind of 1800s con.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
Foreigner con where it's like, oh my, you give us money, we'll give you this, this many donkeys, this many, like that, and the fact that they hit it off so quickly to me feels like, now look, maybe it's just that they are friends for real, but it's like, it feels like who the fuck moves into a place and hits it off with their landlord so well that in a matter of weeks they're talking about marrying their
Rent's going to be
children?
late, but what I do have.
Yeah, it's my
Sister.
fucking, yeah, my sister. Yeah, so
yeah, this is an old school scam. This is the current, like, an AI voice being like, "Hi, honey, it's me. Like, I need all your money. I've been in a bad accident." They muffled. Yeah,
no, this that's my immediate knee jerk reaction, right?
Smart.
And listen, even if that's not the case, this is insane. This is fucking crazy. Your parents do not. First of all, you don't have to do this, right?
That's right.
You don't have to do it. You're 27.
Well, maybe you should, because it's not like there are any beautiful women in Miami. Probably just go along with this.
I just think, the fact that this has never come up before. It's not like your parents are people who are like, one day we're gonna find you the perfect woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've never talked about arranged marriages before.
He was in another relationship, so it's not like he's never been in one. He just got out of
Yeah,
a 2-year
exactly.
relationship.
Like-
He's capable of doing it on his own.
The fact that this family has said, that it runs generationally.
Yes.
That it's like the son, the dad.
Yeah.
They met the daughter without you? What the fuck is this?
Right.
There,
The
this
brother-
we keep talking about Parasite. This feels like Parasite
Yeah.
again, where it's like this feels like a whole
Yes.
family is conning a different family. So, I mean, you are insane if you're like, well, let me just test. They're counting on your family to be stupid enough and you to be horny enough to let this slide.
And that's what's coming through.
Until they sign papers, fully coming
Yeah.
through. Until there's some kind of paperwork signed where now, like, they own half of whatever. I don't know what the fuck they got it. And look, maybe I'm being a cynic, and maybe there's no. Let's say for arguments purposes, that's not what's going on.
Then you just
this
set
is
them up
still
on a date,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, you go
if it was,
yeah.
if nothing weird was going on, they'd go, "Why don't you two go on a date? I think you'd hit it off."
And
Done.
that's not weird, right?
That's not weird.
Family, friends being like, you guys should just go to the movies.
Right.
Go have the, you know what I mean? Like,
Undersell
that's
it,
not
yeah.
weird, right?
Right.
Or like, go get a fucking ice cream cone, talk, see if you guys get along, and they'd be pestering you to like, you should see that girl.
Yeah.
Did you
Instead,
call her
they're like-
back? That's normal immigrant set you up stuff.
Right. My grandpa had this
Signed
girl
paperwork?
across the river
Yeah.
that he was always trying to get either of my brother or my cousin
Yeah.
to date. And every summer he'd be like, she is doing so well in cheerleading. I know so much about this woman, don't know her name. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but selling off and no.
The fact that paperwork, just my fucking spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah.
And it looks like, by the way, I tip my hat to this family. They found a good family of marks.
Totally.
Between your dumbass parents and your fucking dumb self. Like,
He always turns on them. At
do
the
you
end.
want? Well, they have to hear it because this is like
A
crazy.
spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, all right? We're
So-
doing this for a second.
So, dude, look, if you want to go on a date or whatever with this woman, that's fine. But I just feel like you don't sound strong enough to withstand the combined forces of your parents' stupidity and this family's con artistry.
Yes.
Right? Now, maybe you're not. If she's like a 10, this is a scam. If this woman is a fucking 10, they're
might
not
not even be
related.
related. That's
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
They found her on Craigslist. She signed up for a modeling gig. She responded to an ad for a modeling gig, and they're like, "Look, here's the deal. This is a 6-month job, but at the end of this, you're gonna own half a condo in Fort Lauderdale." So just. I would say,
which is some shit any of us would have done at 22. I
Yeah,
go, yeah,
totally.
all right. I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
my
Like,
eggs.
well,
I was
okay.
like, whatever. Yeah,
Totally.
$10,000 felt it was like.
Or if they're like, we're gonna pay you this amount of money,
Yes,
money a
fine.
week to just think of it as an acting gig. Pretend to love this man.
That's what I'm doing anyway. I mean, okay, yeah, fine. I'll get paid for it.
Anyway, something's lighting up here.
Yeah.
If you want to go on a no. If you want to go to something like get coffee or just meet this woman or whatever. But otherwise, I would say you can't do this. You also have to be prepared because you sound very immigrantish. It sounds like maybe your parents have been even supporting you. I hear the guilt.
Yes,
I hear the
me
guilt
too.
coming off you. You have to be ready to deny this and get your own shitty apartment with roommates, live like everybody else, like while you're figuring out your career. But you say you're doing pretty well for yourself, so at the end of the day, this is your decision. This is your life. Don't let parental pressure. Worst case scenario, it's a weird scam. Second worst case scenario, it's weird parental guilt forcing you to just say you're marrying a woman that you haven't even met yet.
Yeah.
Either way, this is unacceptable. You're dumb for even thinking about it. Don't just because you're like, you literally in theory, you're like, be cool to fuck this girl. Like, okay, but and
Go
that's
on
the other thing.
Hinge.
Here's the other thing. Yeah, go on Hinge, whatever. Here's the other thing. Let's say this isn't a setup at all, but these are clearly some weird old world people that
Yeah.
are trying to sell off their hot 22-year-old daughter. What if you're like, fuck it, I'll just fuck her for 3 months. They're like, they will literally be like,
Yeah.
you just her dowry is worthless now. Her pussy is ruined.
We did a hymen inspection. And the seal's broken, my friend.
You gotta get out.
I just don't see a positive.
That's
Basically,
the other thing you
there's-
flip that is like the cultural aspect. Like, don't you want to be Americans? Like, they're like the Cuban conservative parents
Right.
typically want to be like, they want to assimilate to
Totally,
American culture. Just be
totally.
like, Americans don't do this shit.
Yeah.
Just, don't
Yeah,
try to
sorry
enforce
that
old
sorry
world
that
norms.
Castro killed your grandparents for having slaves or whatever the fuck horrible shit Miami Cubans fucking all did. But he's like, oh, we were simple sugar farmers.
They
had a
fled Castro
plantation
just because.
Anyway, whatever. The point is, there's like 90 bad outcomes and
Yeah.
one good one.
Yeah.
Now they're the only good one is this is truly and legitimately the love of your life. What are the odds that that's the case? Everything else, something bad is happening. So
I'm also looking at this again. They have seen her and they fell in love instantly. They're peering through a window. They didn't
Yeah.
even meet this woman.
Totally,
They're just
totally.
looking at her.
Are they falling for an AI generated image on Instagram?
Oh,
Could
Have we
be.
seen flesh
It
and
could
blood?
be.
Have we
I
seen
just-
her in the
Get
flesh?
out.
I need to talk to this guy too.
I'm setting myself as a target for Albanian jokes saying this.
Oh my God.
Multiple times over the years, my mom floated like this family in Albania. They have a daughter. She just went to college. She just
God
finished
bless your
college.
mother,
She's
dude.
living at home. She's a pretty cute girl. She was like floating this shit, and yeah, she would like talk about marriage and shit. Not even.
Yeah, dude, because your mom's like, look, I know what my son looks like. We can get her a green card, though, so stop lowballing me. This is a ticket to America. You're putting in all 4 donkeys, and I'm not hearing another fucking
Listen,
word.
her family could come up on a lot of potatoes if this deal goes down. This could be very lucrative for all parties involved.
So I do understand. I don't think this is as insidious
mom,
as you
dude.
guys are reading it. It's not like they're literally planning some,
Eldest with
contractual.
the arranged marriage apologia. You really are opening yourself up to old world fucking dumbass jokes.
I mean, it always made me uncomfortable when my mom like suggested it, but I do think it's not insidious.
I fucking love your mom, dude.
What I hear in this call is just like this family's like, let's get our son married with another Cuban girl who's young.
We don't even know if they're Cuban though, dude.
I think the subtext is there that
Okay.
we can assume.
All right, whatever. Look, you've got 4 different perspectives. You can choose. You can
your own
choose.
adventure.
And by the way, I would actually love to. I would love more If you're hearing this, maybe consider calling into a live show because we need some more. We need to know what happened, and also I just need to know what's going on here.
Because again, the not into it twice is also it's he's. And once your parents,
he's a little like if Eldest got the right, if you saw the right picture, if this bitch is looking like Elijah Dushku when you're looking, if that's the kind of Albanian we're talking about.
My mom floated this shit, in like early mid-20s. Let's say if it got starker and starker in the late 20s, early 30s.
We were getting real close.
Well, what does she look like?
Listen,
let's start
there. I was right. By the way, I was there. It's a lot closer than you're talking about. I remember that there was one, you were saved by one weird relationship, but if that girl hadn't fucked you, you're fucking applying for a fucking visa for sure. You're looking into how much you would have had to, how long time served in the Albanian military is for sure.
The exchange rate's pretty good over there, huh? Interesting.
God damn, that's so awesome.
My knee-jerk instinct is to make fun of arranged marriages because it's so culturally different from anything. But like, we meet our future spouses in America in dumber ways.
True.
Sure.
Like, oh, you're not supposed to meet through your family. You're supposed to meet your spouse with like your fucking drinking buddies in your early 20s.
Yeah. You're supposed to see a picture she posts where you can kind of see her nipple and then DM her as a result and be like, "What's up, girl?" Blacked
DM
out.
her the orange
and
face
she's like,
sweating emoji.
Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is true. I'm trying to think about the hilarious ways that I've started dating people. But anyway, whatever.
I just remember starting a conversation with a girl at a bar, being like, "Hey, you kind of look like that girl, the blonde girl from 30 Rock." that could have been a whole life.
Yeah.
Instead of like arranged marriage.
Yeah. No, you're right, but I just something about this does.
Also, you have time. You're 22 and 27. Like, slow it down.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys each date people. Maybe if she's the one, you'll find her.
Yeah, I guess if she's all about, the biggest red flag to me would be if you met with her and she wasn't like, "This is pretty fucking weird."
Right.
But let's go
like,
out and get drinks. Yeah, 100%.
I would be an excellent wife.
Yeah. I cannot wait to be subservient to my master. Then that's a big fucking problem. But anyway, we've talked about this enough. Yeah, that's true. Move to Dubai. Hold on a second.
Give me her number.
A hot Latina that will do whatever you want and doesn't really consider herself a whole person without you. Interesting.
Right, 22 so young too. You're so right.
I mean, 22 is insane.
Right out of college.
She doesn't know who she is yet.
Yeah.
I mean, look, or the other thing is, we get married and then do the arranged marriage. You both cheat on each other. All that kind of the classic.
Then you have to be buried in the same grave. Yeah. You have to like jump on a funeral pyre or something. There's a tradition involved.
I don't know. All right, next question. I'm done talking about this guy's fucking bullshit. What else you got, little fucker?
Hi, Stavvy and esteemed guest. My boyfriend and I are 22 and 23. We've been seeing each other for 3 months, and he does not eat pussy. I brought it up to him before, and he said he had a bad experience with his previous girlfriend regarding the smell and the taste.
Grow up.
And she's the only other person he's been with. I'm trying to empathize with him because I'm sure vaginas don't taste like cupcakes, but I know that I keep everything extremely hygienic and healthy and balanced down there.
Balance. You're doing pH tests.
I also just thinking
you're putting
like a pool.
Lemon.
Yeah. Keep going.
Down there. And I also just thinking to just suck it up and fucking deal with it.
I agree with you.
Absolutely does.
Like, sweaty balls don't taste particularly delightful, but I still give him head at least like 2 to 3 times per week.
No.
Great.
And we have
you can't reciprocate. If he doesn't reciprocate, yeah.
Multiple times per week on top of that. And when we have sex,
whoa, you're just giving him head
seconds.
not leading into sex? You'll just blow this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
By itself and he's not eating pussy? Because I'm on record as saying, like, you gotta, like, you have to have so you can't phase out oral sex in a relationship. That's nuts. Like, people have been like, when it's like, when it's sort of like when you're dating and you're like pretending you're a freak more than you are, and then you get into a long-term relationship, and it's like people have called in.
Yeah, mostly like lying down.
It's been the opposite where they're like, yeah, there's no one I don't get sucked off at all. And it's like, look, you gotta suck a little dick. You gotta eat a little pussy before, but a on its own blowjob 2 times a week
To 3.
to 3.
That's a karmic debt that must be repaid.
Yes.
That I salute you. You're a goal. I mean, that we need some kind of like medallion to send this woman.
He better be the greatest gift giver of all time if he's
like.
not
And listen, I like eating pussy, but like to just eat pussy with nothing else. Pretty rare. It's usually
pretty rare.
leading up to
a couple times a year.
sex. You know what I mean? Like who knows? Maybe the vibes
On the
right.
equinoxes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
part of a Wicca ceremony.
yeah. But in the same way, like a fully to completion blowjob with no other sex is like that's a top level. In like we tip our caps. So anyway, this is crazy. Let's keep going though, Eldis.
A week on top of that. And when we have sex, he finishes in like 20 seconds.
Ooh.
The last time I brought up eating pussy, he said he's working on it,
He's
or
working
he's working
on it.
up to it.
Well,
but I also
it's not
don't want
diving
him to
off
do
a
it
high
just
cliff.
because he feels pressure.
He's like
I'm building up, learning how to drop in at Woodward.
working up
Walking
to
by
it.
fish markets going, I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm not going to hold my
15,
breath.
16, 17.
Oh my
Can I
God.
shadow you, garbage truck driver, just for an afternoon, just for a block or
This
two?
is crazy.
It ain't that bad.
Just because he feels pressure to do it. I told him it's okay if he's gay, but he keeps maintaining that
Respect.
he isn't.
Going right at that.
So at this point, I feel like it's
What are you,
not
gay?
even that I need
What
it
are you,
from
gay
him.
pussy? I love how you found the one thing that's like ignorant about this. Like, what are you, a fucking homo? Eat this box!
He counters with like, actually, in Jamaican culture, it's gay to eat pussy, so it depends on who you ask.
All right. This is awesome.
So at this point, I feel like it's not even that I need head from him, but it's like the principle
Absolutely.
of the situation. So I'm hoping you could offer male perspective on this, and also let me know if breaking up with him would be an overreaction. Love your show. As a fellow Greek, I
there we
hold
go.
your opinion in very high regard.
Too many Greeks for this.
This is awesome. I like.
Yeah.
I really like this girl because she called in. This is like when a lawyer knows the answer and it's
Right.
going to prove her case. Like, what do you think about this
Star
stuff?
witness on the stand.
As if I haven't been the most on the record about these issues. Now, I will say, we do usually get it from the opposite perspective. It's
Yeah.
usually guys be like, my girlfriend won't suck dick, whatever. So we're going to be, we're completely the same. We give the same advice here. It's unacceptable.
Completely.
Not giving head is unacceptable, particularly if
For
it's
the
two
quick
people who
buster?
don't like giving head, they found each other.
Sure.
Great. I don't respect you. I want nothing to do with you. Let me know so I don't invite you to my dinner parties and family functions.
Since you don't like eating, you're not invited.
You're not invited, right? I want nothing to do with you socially, right? If you're that. But it's like, whatever. Two people that don't like fucking giving head, they find each other, they're fine having only penetrative
We met at the
intercourse.
Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
had a
When
lot
they're
in
not getting
common.
blown by the guy only likes giving head to other guys secretly when he's in it. So this is a very cut and dry situation. The first thing you could do is be like, okay, well, while you're working up to it, I'm not sucking dick, right?
Yes.
That's step one. You do that
A head
yesterday,
strike.
right?
Head strike immediately.
And I would do the same again. Same thing if it was flipped. If you're eating pussy and you're getting your dick sucked, you stop eating pussy. And then if it gets to the point where you're like, hey, you know what? I would like some head. And by the way, I like giving head. This is the type of
Right.
person I am, right?
Be
This
the
is
change.
this is part of what I like in my sex life with my partner. Yeah, and if he doesn't work up to it long enough, and by the way, he's busting fast.
Dude, if you're a fast buster and you're not using that golden arrow in the quiver of eating pussy, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You gotta speak
I
to that
ate
guy,
like that's the thing. I had to eat pussy like Daredevil had to get all his other senses. I've said this many times.
I'm Ray Charles
I
playing the
became
piano.
good at eating pussy because my dick was so atrocious when I was like in your early 20s when you're just every time you have sex you're drunk and I'm unhealthy. My dick is not getting hard after 8 Jack and Cokes and 2 fucking burgers. So I learned how to eat pussy, right? This guy, if he's busting fat, like
You're
you
just
can't,
lying down
you
after that? You're
can't
rolling over?
Yeah, exactly. You get nutted in 20 seconds, and then you're like,
just kind of
okay. And then he just puts on Rick and Morty, and he's like, ha, 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 that's good. It's like, and you're just laying there pissed off. This is unacceptable.
You better have fingers like David Blaine if you're not
right. You have to be the most
down.
top level, and even that's a high level fingerer.
And that's
a guy that's like
case by case.
That's LeBron.
Well. That might not
that's
be
the
for
LeBron of
everybody.
fingering. You know what I mean? Either way, the bust ratio has to be
Has
equal.
to change. Okay, can I just offer a little?
Absolutely.
My only technical suggestion, as someone who sometimes is a little bit of a germ freak.
Sure.
Go. Literally, someone tried to shake my hand last night. I went, I thank you.
Yeah. Give him a Clorox swipe his dick.
Try it in the shower. Be like, come meet me out in the shower.
It's not. He's making excuses, but I respect that. Excuses,
but it's like, be like, hey, because he has this experience. Say this other girl he was with was whatever. Come in the shower and then you can, because what do you mean you're working up to it? I don't believe that you're
that's
working.
Insane.
I don't believe that. Because, what's going to change about tomorrow versus...
What is this training montage?
What is this training montage? It's not...
You're the best.
Yeah.
Around. He's like eating his fleshlight.
I don't think this is helping.
He's just him throwing up.
So I think you got to go, you're not giving him head. And you're like, hey, babe, we're going to come in the shower. Come to the shower and let's, give it a try. Let's see how it is. Because if he immediately is like... then you're like, okay, we're done.
This is over. You're right.
So
freshly showered head...
Freshly showered head.
It's like you can't. There's absolutely. There's no arguing against that. You can make no argument. You have if you're not eating pussy or sucking dick right after a shower,
you're never gonna do it.
Get out.
Then you're not.
You're deported. This is when I say this is the only time I support deporting people without their day in court. This is the only time I align with ICE. If they put that on the thing, everybody else is allowed in, by the way. I'm very anti-ICE. But if they were like, whoever's not sucking dick or eating pussy out the shower, back to fucking Belize with you, then I would tip my cap. But that's the only circumstance. I want to be very clear. I am generally against ICE. And they have not put together that. As far as I know, elders, that's not how they're conducting business.
I don't think that's been put out as a proposal or anything.
To just put a button on this, I am at defund ICE. In fact, put many of them in jail. But whoever doesn't suck dick or eat pussy out the shower, I don't want you in my country. Okay? So, all right. Thank you, elders. You know what? I take it back. They still get a trial. Because ultimately, this is America. They get their day in court, but it should be
That's big of you, man.
Beautiful. It's really beautiful.
That's big of you on an issue you feel so strong about.
But you know what? Even though I think what they are doing is disgracing our country, there are fundamental elements.
Got a lawyer.
Right. Even the KKK gets freedom of speech. Even people who don't eat pussy suck dick after the shower, they even get their day in court. But they must be gone when they're found
sending
guilty.
the head avoiders.
So anyway,
They're not giving head.
I think you see our perspective very clearly. The shower is a good move. You're even really going out of your way to accommodate him. But
that's
if you really like this person and you think he might just be a little immature and be like, all right, here's how we start. Now, if even after that, like you're saying, he's not doing it, he's got to go.
Yeah.
But yes, you are not. And in general, in any relationship, if the bust ratio is too far off, that's grounds.
A bad deal.
That's grounds for
deal.
breaking up. It's fine. I've been a bit of a nomad this summer. I thought I would get in the zone a little bit. I thought I'd be in one place. It's been tough. And historically, when I'm traveling around, I gain weight. I balloon up. Not so much this summer. I have stayed moderately with my goals, even though my life's been all over the place. I've lost a little weight despite the chaos, and that's thanks in big part to our friends at Factor Meals. I moved apartments. I didn't have all my cooking stuff. Factor Meals was right there for me with beautiful chef prep meals that are dietitian approved and delivered right to my door. So many different options. I order them. I have them ready to go whenever I don't feel like cooking, whenever I want something that falls right into my, right into my goals, my health goals. Factor's got it for me. They got a huge selection of, you have a lot of different varieties. You're not just penned into like 3 or 4 choices. We're talking premium seafood, salmon and shrimp, no extra cost. Whatever your wellness goals are, they have a new Mediterranean diet option, which I've been dabbling with because it's, packed with proteins. I'm a protein boy these days. And I'm a son of the Mediterranean. It makes me feel at home. I like, my favorite cuisine, I've been on the record. If I had to pick one type of food, it would be Korean food, Japanese food. I like what they got going there, and they have tons of Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. From more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. Feel the difference no matter your routine. Eat smart at factormeals.com/Stavvy50 off. And use code Stavvy50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Stavvy50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off plus free shipping. Get delicious ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor.
What's up, Stav? Long-time listener, first-time caller. What's up, elders? What's up, guests? Hey, I got a question about my girl. Now, I encourage her to do some self-care because she has a pretty overwhelming, stressful life at the moment. So I encourage her to do some kind of self-care, like monthly, take care of her nails, go get a massage, do something that would pamper herself. Now, she started getting these massages every month, and the first time she got a massage, it was by a dude. So, I didn't, trip or nothing like that. But now that she's getting these massages on a regular, she's getting massaged by the same person. Now, it's making me a little uncomfortable that she's getting massaged by a dude.
Sure.
But I don't know how to bring up subject.
This is
of,
a tough one.
I want her to change masseuses, or am I just being insecure? All right, man, let me know. Appreciate it.
This is tough because there's no way to bring this up and not sound insane.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Even though I know what you mean. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
Like, this is tough because, like, I'm sure this is a legitimate... This is not... like what kind of place is this?
This is a person who got certified and like has a career doing this.
Now,
and
as someone
wants
who's
to keep their clients,
and as someone who's gone to a, let's say, range of different massage places, I would say the high end ones, even if it's a guy like. If these are, like you said, licensed masseuses, they got a fucking little uniform.
They got that water when you walk in that has lemon slices injected in it. There's someone at the front desk.
If the windows are not blacked out completely.
If they close at 7 p.m.
Right. If they're not open till 11:30.
It's called totally legitimate massage parlor.
Right? Like, if this is a super legit place, right? And you have no question about that, then I don't really like. I think you gotta just fucking eat this one because, these are pros. Now, do you know what this guy looks like? You know what I mean? Like if this is because I've like thinking about I had a really fucked up back and so I was getting a ton of massages,
but. Because of your glory days on the football.
Because these are my days on the field, absolutely. Yeah. So I was getting, and then at the end of the day, and I was getting massages at a couple different places, and I found one place I really liked. I found one guy that I really liked. Right, I was getting seen by a range of people, whatever. I was just trying to find somebody I liked. Found a guy, and once you find someone that figures out how to work out your specific, I always go to that guy when I have back problems now, right? To the point where it's like I was like. Planning shit around, like, because he's in Queens, and it's like, even when I was traveling, I was like, oh, fuck, my week off when I'm in Queens, like, I got to see this guy. I don't want to get a massage with somebody else. So it's like, it's very possible that she just clicked with this guy. And I would say if it's really making you uncomfortable, you should be like, wow, that's awesome. I want to go. And by the way,
I was going to suggest a couples massage.
Couples massage.
Why do you go, hey, I love it. I'd love to come. Can we do a couples massage? Just integrate. Yeah.
Or even go by the way, go by yourself. If this is a fully professional guy who we're pretty sure it is, right? Like, I think it would probably really, I think a lot of your worries would be taken away if you just went and saw this place, right? And experienced it. Because right now it's just, all you're thinking about is like the hottest guy you can imagine in the most erotic circumstances with candles.
It's John Redcorn's massage.
Yeah, and he's massaging oil. He's massaging her. Like the place that I go is like it's like a sports massage place where it's like there's fucking
overhead
lighting.
putting
It's
tape
not a
on you.
private. Yeah, no, there's a guy
Bags
next
of
to me
ice.
being like, because the fucking lady's elbowing him in his sciatica.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would really right now to you. It's just you're thinking the worst. You know, you don't even know if this guy could be gay.
Right.
There was, you know what I mean? Like there could be no problem whatsoever. There probably is no problem whatsoever. Now, you could go there and the guy's like, "Oh, and he's hot as shit."
Yeah.
And he's massaging, he's like, "You got a really great girl, man. You should be
Your body's like a
really
symphony
happy."
that I love to listen to.
Yeah. Now, it'd be awesome if this guy goes here, he starts dating this guy. This guy, the
falls
guy
in love
is
with
gay, yeah. He's like getting harder than he's ever gotten in his life. He's like, what's going on here? But I think that would be sort of I think you are ultimately overthinking this. I would say, and I think if you're having these thoughts, I think a good step is go in there, even request the same guy, because, hey, if this guy's so good, probably be, he's probably a really good masseuse.
Get in there, get naked.
Just go check it out. I think that is how I will put it that way.
It would bring it back down to earth versus, like you said, right now you're in worst case scenario.
You're just thinking of the fucking
and
most
as always,
suave guy.
Of course, what else is this about? You got to always go to what
Right,
else?
true.
Are there other things in the relationship that are making you insecure or feel scared?
Absolutely.
And it might be looking at those things instead. And maybe this is an easier place to go, but maybe it's like, oh, is there something else that's making you feel insecure in this relationship or in a past relationship of yours?
Yes, I think that's a great.
Crazy
Great
ass
advice.
extra credit suggestion.
Okay.
You say, honey, I actually booked you a massage therapist to come here to the house and work on you at home. And I'll be gone while that happens. And then you go away. You pull up in the
You
driveway.
find the other guy,
it's you with a table and scrubs and oils, and you give her the massage. You make it. You make it your own.
I think that's actually a horrible idea.
Turn
Actually,
it into a role play scenario.
Paralyze her.
Yeah, it's like she's like, I actually found a great masseuse. Like, probably what this is she found a great masseuse. That
Right.
it feels good to and it's hard, but
Role play scenarios.
yeah, and now you put it in her head that it's like she wants to fuck her masseuse.
She's not listening.
So yeah, anyway, I totally do get where I literally am. I do understand where this guy's coming from, but you just that is how I would handle it, and then you go from there. You might get this massage and be like, you might see this place, be like, oh, fuck it, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like this place is nice, it's relaxing. The guy's gay, you know what I mean? Like I don't care, or you could just be like, you know what? Even if he's not, the vibes are right. He's very professional, whatever. And it might completely now in the
He's
off
not
chance.
making chiropractor content out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't have your girlfriend moaning on his IG, you're good. So anyway, that's how I would handle it. And then if, now on the very off chance that you go there and it's still pissing you off, then you might have to have a conversation. It's like, hey, I don't fucking, this just
And you
feels
always
a
make it
little-
about you. I know that this is crazy. I'm
Yeah,
feeling a little
Yeah.
threatened by this.
But is this girl bi? Could he be sending her right into the mouth of the serpent, like a sexy bi masseuse, a sexy lesbian masseuse?
Asks her to switch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He gets massaged by like a dangly earring individual, and then who knows what happens from there.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's like talking about him or something like.
True.
Sometimes there's that, when.
I can't wait to see Jonathan this month.
Yeah.
That would drive me
Well,
fucking
you
crazy.
just- well, you just
Or like,
bring
oh,
them-
yeah.
You
Oh my
bring
God,
them up like
yeah.
out of turn for no context or
Right.
reason in particular.
Or
Hey,
God
maybe-
forbid, she's like, even if he has a girlfriend, John and his girl invited us out to drink. Like, they could be swingers for all you know. But yeah, if it comes up at all, because that's like me bringing up my dentist in conversation. You know what I mean? Like
That is so Dr.
if
Malone.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Oh
my
God.
dentist, who actually
Yeah.
is a cool guy, actually. I actually would, if something, but he's a
Suck
cool.
him off.
Yeah. I wouldn't suck his dick, but he's a cool guy. He sees this. He's like, hey man,
You and
stop
Eiffel
talking
Tower
about
go
me
together.
on the podcast. Anyway, hope he says he's watched Tires. I hope he's not a podcast listener. Great guy though. I have to go in for some work soon. Hopefully, I'm going to schedule this before this airs just to be sure. But anyway, yeah. I think that's kind of how you handle it. Are you picking up on stuff? And if you're not, then I think Alyssa's right where it's like, is this about you? What is some other shit you could
Yeah.
work on? But I definitely see where he's coming from.
Totally.
But you know, there's ways to just deal with it that don't make you seem crazy. All right, you got something short for us to go out on here, Eldis?
Oh yeah.
Play it for us, buddy.
Got some Greek stuff.
What's up, Stav? What's up, Eldis? In light of the recent episode with Steph Tolev and the short conversation about Bubolina,
Of course.
I wanted to help Eldis out a little bit. With a short Wikipedia search, we can see that Bubolina's father, Stavrianos Pitotsis, was an Arvanite.
No, he wasn't.
The Arvanites were a group of Albanians.
No.
Albanian.
What was his name?
Ethnicity and Albanian-speaking people living in Greece during the Byzantine and Ottoman rules. Bubolina was fucking Albanian.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't, Eldis, and I will not. This is ugly what you're doing here. On the way out, you know we have another guest. You know you're trying to sneak this out. You know we're on a time crunch here, and you're going to just don't search Bubolina Albanian. No. Her father, Stavrianos Pinotsis. Does that sound fucking Albanian to you? You fucking prick?
This is what, if you look up Stavrianos Pinotsis, you see this background.
Yeah, absolutely. Arvanites. They even have a cool Greek name. Arvanites? No. Arvanites, dude. And by the way, they were fighting in the Greek War of Independence. Okay?
Albanian ancestry, man.
No.
The internet confirms it.
The internet does not confirm. The AI overview. Keep going down.
This is like when people try to say, "Oh, St. Patrick was Scottish" or whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Also, fuck you, JP. Say out of this.
Oh, they were Orthodox Christians. Interesting. A lot of what did the Albanians do? They fucking bowed down and sucked the Pasha's cock and fucking converted to Islam to avoid paying taxes. So you're telling me a guy named what was his name? An Orthodox Christian named Stavrianos Pinotsis was fucking Albanian? Puh. Disgusting, Eldis. You should be ashamed of yourself. And the caller, fuck you too. Anyway, that's going to do it for Stavvy's World. Thank you to our guests, Alyssa Limperis.
Thanks for having me. So fun.
JP was just kind of here. This was a very loosely planned episode. JP just kind of we found out you were in town.
I ran into this guy on the street.
Ran into him. It was you ran into him. We were like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Me and JP were working on a separate project. We said, let's bring our old pal Alyssa.
Come on.
Let's have a fucking episode. And sorry, we should have done this earlier. Where can people find you? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, at Alyssa Limp on everything. I got a lot of I feel movies
Irons
coming
in the
out.
Fire.
I got some stuff coming out. My special No Bad Days is on Peacock about losing my dad. JP'd love to hear about that.
JP watches and he's laughing at not even the punchlines. Yeah. He's laughing at the setups about your dad's death.
I was going to bring up your guys' mutual friendship with Lance Bangs, but now I'm not going to.
He directed it. Lance Bangs directed it. Great guy.
Lance
the man.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming, buddy. Mr. McDade, what do we very rarely let you breathe fresh air here on the free episodes. You're usually in the Patreon.
Frasier is streaming on Hulu. Check it out.
The reboot or the original?
The original.
The original. You don't like the reboot so much?
No, the reboot we don't acknowledge.
Okay. I agree. Frasier is a great show. I didn't realize. You know what? What's funny is I am going to literally watch Frasier now because I didn't know it was on Hulu. So great show. Plug. Check out Niles. He seems gay, but he is straight. But that's kind of part of the fun of the whole show is they all kind of seem gay, but they all get pussy. So,
what are you guys, English and gay?
And actually, the dad is gay in real life.
Yeah.
John Mahoney, great actor, was also great in Moonstruck. So
this turned into a legitimate plug for Frasier.
Check out Frasier and Moonstruck. I'm not exactly
most successful shows.
I'm not sure where Moonstruck's streaming, but it's a great movie. And anything, and JP McDade, McDade Baby?
McDade Baby, JP McDade.
Check out In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
Beautiful special on Stav's
We produced
page.
it. Nice. It's on my page. Go check all that out.
Check me out at a golf course near you.
Yeah. He'll be hustling people at a driving range. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.